Patrick.
Prof.
Net to say.
Nami adoboko na mpacho onso e.
Adomara kwa.
Ede nyame ase.
Sanra mi hiti pao.
Enra na hit na no oshi o.
Me tie me boy le tie. Ada me hu say me hiti me hiti pa.
Enra na hit wo.
Ba won say de me kan nyina no. Won say eye no kre. Oh my.
Yeah, Prof. No kre pa.
De me kan no.
No kre.
Because Accra Kumasi kwan no.
Prof, sa ekwan no.
Yeah.
From Pokuase. Or the fan say from Amasama because Pokuase a town na de ba anim hon there. Ya kakra. But if free Amasama ekosin sawem, you can spend 1 hour 30 minutes.
I me say one Dana me bano. I spent almost 1 hour 30 minutes on that stretch of road.
There's a problem.
Yes. There's a problem.
And the Ediempa na holding on with the contractor on that side.
I don't know. I don't know. Also, the progress of work on that stretch
is very slow.
Very, very, very slow.
Very slow.
Very slow.
Very slow. I say attention, Kohopa.
Oh, I don't think I may call on the president. On their next cabinet meeting, it should be one of the agenda.
Yeah, they should think about it.
I was saying, what would discuss and what would think about it.
Now, say, who encrophobia. A group of citizens that uses that stretch. Send common by a strike a crowd.
On my demonstration.
On my demonstration. It was a stretch in so. I saw a post of a sort. And you know, a hadring. It's so tired there's a problem.
There's a problem.
And so where are we heading towards? Your best say man and you know that problem of a transition of a government to another government project. We are thinking about the development of the country, not a particular political party.
I
use that straight. Yes.
Now, what site is a contractor be
there's a group. There's a WhatsApp group that has the contractor in that group.
What's that group no?
And someone my announcement something. It's a very broad, big group. And sometimes when we wake up in the morning and we are going to work, people say, so what is the update on the stretch? What is that? And it's that group na mihu say and Kofobi wanted to do some kind of demonstration on that stretch, which was in a right, direction, in a sense that Equino State,
Equino State in the very bad.
It's very bad.
Equino State in the is very, very, very bad.
Very bad.
Very, very, very bad. Because said the Equino theater, I don't know. At this year, we have bre.
Yeah.
Say ensure to a boy. Boswa boy. It's not an easy thing there over there at all. Abusha for Babujila kwa baba SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. Ajubedi na sabre wasugu so uti. And a 1st of July 2025 Afufida National Prayer and Thanksgiving Day. And I've been following the conservation on this National Prayer and Thanksgiving Day. Now I observe very well, and of course in Samba Kwana womo ebom pa ya fa ho ede nyame ase na say aman ahudu a etwa Ghana ho ehia no oyene asi ewo ho na akwakwa ese wo manfo mo ho no wo ho akire mo but ye hwe Ghana ha nyame di asumdwe ade adom Ghana enti no aseda bako a wode ma eye nyame no say wama peace prevail ewo yeman mu ha enti bebia wo bia no. This day has been set aside, say, Yerbe Bompa and then Kadian Ponyankopon say, Sir, what me saw on my muno, I may ever do sabe baby ayaba bedri. Sharon so say you make day, Electroland Ghana Limited, as well as saying, Sasuna Medima for Herbal Center, so a boy she dump Kesi pa, and again, Hajia Special Foods. When did you make one as well as there for God and country, you were dear, yede ebrewo. We also know that this show is live on Facebook. Bepacho, tell a friend to tell a friend. Somewhere next week, we'll be rewarding our viewers on Facebook. Especially one more comment, one more like your page, one more share page, We're going to be giving some data. Yabache data pa. Obi o an tie ye kra obetimi anya be 100 cedis worth of data. And if you want to be a part of this promotion, abomoding na ko here aye Facebook SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. We are about from 2:30 to 5:30. In there, AVRAM MOSHE Nyame adoma obetenase relationship issues we'll be discussing right here on For God and Country. By Enkai said the Lands and Forestry Ministry, Minabukasai Oma Lanchi, the Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat, Ewo Eye Omemuha, and to the Santino, Eye Kasama Fuma, Eye Honorable Kofi Amabwa, Waye the Lands Minister, Yanene Bekasa, Ura Mohamed Kabori, Mahmoud Kabori, Yanene Bekasande. Now, since I'm sure Ghana ha, as electricity tariff here, ya pejemui. Amount for a complaint pa. The said the complaints in the tiero. Idea. Join the Sentinel, the Consumer Protection Agency. Minamuka say, Wame Befiduemuha, Yeni on the Kasa on the increase in the electricity tariff. Abba, Sabri, first, minimum say, Esha, see, Neanesa. Ebiom yasaja ntia said, Sir Nyamia Dumwa in the first pricing window of July, one shall fango bo ebekosoro. But as we speak now, we have not heard of any concrete increase in the price of petrol, diesel at the fuel pumps. And also, data would also be speaking to that. So I don't know, Consumer Protection Agency, what their mandate actually is in protecting the consumer, the ordinary consumer, which is in Ghana here. But I said the medical the two PURC4 already can announce 2.45% increase in electricity tariff. And then let's see. And then government announces major data bundle increases across all networks. And we say, and that's the 1st of July. And also Asha Siep. Communications Minister Sam George has announced increases in data bundle allocations across all telecommunication networks in Ghana effective July 1, 2025. And this abre, so I got aye data. Kai said data no be no do drop now so ode aboy juma. Now GRA minimum say they are to roll out modified tax system for the informal sector. And also nkomo every hineba abusia and also nkomo ayebedi enawie e was SOMPA 106.5 FM. Parliament would very soon say wamodi yankasa yakasa ebedi juma e wo Ghana mrahye bedwem na ye de yakasa ebedi juma e wo mrahye bedwem a na so ye bisa say ye kasa ben pa na ye de be kasa wo mrahye bedwem ho abusia we ne nkomo a enne ye di wiei e wo SOMPA 106.5 FM. Now say Abochie's voice ye kasafa aye the nature of our roads. Yen sabaka ora yate or ye PROF Ministry of Roads and Highways now on also yen ene din komo ene on the why that project is delaying because therefore I am very worried. Ngangana this year womote sa bia ho no. Enti Patrick ene say na ye dey yen komo no be ko. Na masa observe ade bi okure mu. Patrick.
Bishop Prof.
Ene as a base sibra abra bono. As a mabunu no bo nkanka ye ma no. As a woman ferry.
But says ya the technology no. As I can nanka. You see no mu jinjina kwanchen sebio. But says ya technology has.
Dey we gran kwanchen one na jobi befie.
Okay. Okay.
Na woman tell the same nya.
Sir enu na
bisa safu kadaka iya otafa ho ko digwa
na no ka kire me
na no ka kire wo
o se ho no nam ko fi
ba tama he ko digwa no anaju be 11 de dwa be no ko di sa dwa bi no dwa ni bi no ko di ara e wo se hwehwem
And of course, on Unkwana go.
Best bra.
Prof.
No, but it's so serious.
In fact, what's the yampa?
Aye.
Of course,
once I do Saturday, me call jogging.
Yeah.
And to be called jogging, now me baby say, Sarfo can take an ebano. Who's I won't jogging? Me be also could dija. Also, a gaben he did no.
I do 10:30.
I do 10:30 to 11. Who could do gaben or Sarfo can tanka? We want to mom share screen. We want screens. We want Sarfo can tanka picture. Ah.
Prof, Eya Sembia, I know say young brother AVRAM, but Eya Sembia, Eya.
Yeah,
AVRAM. You know, spreading of diseases, a whole lot of things.
But no, me grab me tea crowd. Say, we are background. Na me ni will be na me who say obi kanwa quickly be jai. We go enyan.
Any guy.
No, any guy.
Any guy. And Prof, I also think say it depends on your upbringing.
Hey,
upbringing.
So one to two be here.
It's 1 to 2 be here.
Sir.
Na say one year and call my one. To say, Prof will say, me kofi nkuma me te hey. Me nim ne be ka me say, me nam kwa ho no ba gina kwa ho. Na sabio, makọ picking into my car so yen kofi. Not knowing where she's coming from. Not knowing what she's carrying, not knowing anything about it.
Can you trim no monte?
And Patrick say, minim adia, minim baby.
Sir, we are branch out with you.
That's right.
No, I go park your car.
That's right.
No, I go for oba.
Atena meke.
Oba unim no.
Minim no.
Unim de.
Minim de woni mojem. Minim ne wa fa no.
And spiritually the crowd.
Spiritually.
Who create dinechi.
Minim
who create dinechi.
Na matam na simike mu de che mi fie.
Se be kwa eden.
No de.
Se kwa eden.
So ne koda.
De bi se kwa eden.
So ne koda.
Oh.
Serious, so Prof. I don't know. Me nim says I heard that aspect of life now. Some men who be I don't know the person. Me nim
because who nim
ya. And I said you only know what
ba yeah, unim. A mawa kukudro.
Oh yeah.
But the meme be so kukudro.
A mawa kukudro, but meme be so kukudro. Prof, na ni wo dem ho na se be yene. Because I've had some instances whereby somebody call for because she need them. And a journal by running an attack. And no we. Now the guy is still in prison. Oh yeah. I want someone.
What else is a prison?
Just for some seconds pleasure be obenyantino ogusushem ente ade be ase ehwani ka ho ase
meba ma mendi sankomo wiwi ya kwa maro so na yene na champion no lecturer our Institute of Languages in Dinkomo one say me introduction no but to just say Ghana the Speaker of Parliament since last year February 2024 oboso say Ghana ha was say mrashe bedwem no I was say they can kasa kasa di djuma e wo Ghana mrashe bedwem wasasi so due bio na yebase e kona ni na champion no no lecturer our Institute of Languages edi san komo we na na ma kwa baba for God and country so e was SOMPA 106.5 FM
Major Osminia
be ma tona point saying
ajina be me ho yera mo ko
adum arakwa ye ho ye pa na awie we ye frawa eye ye speaker Alban Bagbin nenum tu a wato se Ghana mrahye bedwem e wose ye di yankasa ye krom kasa e di djuma o anya bi asom ito dwai na se na hu no
edi kan ma menye correct kitchen be na main fast am to that. I also double as the executive director of Trouble Station.
Executive director of
Trouble Station.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, Trouble Station. Yeah. Language on nipa etai de language diagro na wan hwe ya ebetima ko fa asama ba. Ade e bema obi ni obi ebenya ntawotawa kase pa ne se obe target na religion ana obe target na language. Ibetime de ntopa ekrampo abomem se yen penfo adwena kwa chie se omo de yakasa be yadwuma parliament enya boni o nemum ache boni be kasa it is long overdue. It is taking them too long to come to this time. Omache papa I don't know mikasa den na bema obia mente bro fokasa ena me mayi wo se kona kwadwendwen me ye die mu wo parliament ko ya o se bro fo na beka na me tie wo already so me da mato ase se me hwe o tibi so a me mente bro fo no me se kokka pa ma me no. How do I understand you? Me da mato ase
Nana me da be say wo ye language person but say asem we beto dwa no enkomo e wo kire ne say so ekobare say ye de yankasa ye kasa e be di djuma e wo Ghana marase bedwemo a kasa ben ye de be di djuma o.
Oh, ahano a bit contentious and now because a bit controversial kakra na enya semo ane kan be ye dene winim me to cry for pando kakra I was surprised that pando no be ton ko do the chin eton I was shocked and I'm enti ko do the chin e kan enti one na beti nipa be dem say yeto de waka no ba one kasa kwa we share pa bebre one no kasa we share pa bebre a omo so sebe nko omo nya kan fo no twi fo ba mo twi no twi kasa na twi kasa kasa bia o kasa o mrew se o sua kan o mre se obi ba me center so be so sua brofo a se me yisu twi a o ti a center je se ma shi me so bo street away any other language bia no twi no say develop ye ya e mo papa bo sua anya mama say last 2 months obi mama information they say they are learning twi or California University me nka say me twi ni ntia na obi a wati twi bia beka to say twi e kasa wo sua wo mre and you come to the twi ya Kenya bad.
Okay, so I know you on susu here and your suggestion say akamodi twi beka omodi twi ebe ye djuma ewo Ghana marase bedwam but ye nuanom a wo mu fisrem ebi mo even djuma die so a wo mu ye members of parliament ye ni wo mu edi nkomo kra na twi no enya de a wo mu timi kra ya de a eye wo mu den enti no esemfo no kra so enji ntum say ye de twi no e de be kasa ewo ye marase bedwam
menka sam kakra bi a
Bachoka.
Me yet using our YouTube and TikTok. See, I'm a boy, may just say, Thomas using. We didn't say most people are framing album about say, the church, I did become the chin. Most of them are brand new for.
Now, I'm free, or more Mokasa will say, Omunya tree for, or we are them for.
Some are modernist, some are Bulgarians. But what teaching as you want teaching the crowd. Or no, they say, Mede Chino HRC. Meanwhile, I'm a grammar. And so when I'm saying Chicasano or Tintino, and Manetti, I say you quite a go. Meaning, say, Saukasa will be our north, own Chia, ombre cra. Chida Casa Embre Pau. Now, you develop, is a very say, Amanaya Conuntia. And kebedu baby go bia say the wosrim kra beka oh enye we ye bia e beboa yen enti nipa na say the officerim ana office voter ana office ma obenya ne nkom kasa na zema no all right no say nya another language asa dia kan so say French no say English kan ho no ba ye polyglot wenya about 4 languages and ko mo no edi o mo ka akanka say na
okay,
so what can kasa no kasa so the ultimate.
Okay,
that's one advantage.
All right, but according to the Speaker of Parliament, you know, or say ye kasa ye ka wo Ghana ha nyina no obetimi akabi e wo mra hye bedwum because I know say omenya translators wo ha ebeboa ama adwuma no akọ the nim e wo mra hye bedwum because ye kasa Ghana ha ye settle on only one language and then some bebre beba. So I know say the speakers call say all languages would be welcome. I believe it's in the right direction. But the said also wakano. Me GDP say mpanyinfo 80 because I can kasa wo hoi uko be bia ye kabi uko be bia ye kabi nti no it will not be out of place and also no be one of the major akan languages ye be kan wo Ghana mrase bedwem na champion ye beda wase say wa ban emre kakra ma ye ne wondim edim komo nyame sha yo Mati for God and countries SOMPA 106.5 FM live on SOMPA 106.1 FM again live on SOMPA 101.1 FM wherever you are under the sound of this great voice, we want to say you are welcome to the show. But there's going to be a conversation, and that conversation would be on the Lands and Forestry Ministry. Kasamafu awakasa edema the Lands Minister Mahmoud Kabore minim se watrase, but before that AVRAM Ben MOSHE just over here.
Oh, some feel
kasi
some ka so ma me fans nti ejana
na AVRAM me ma fans ka who nim se fans me ma kra onye so. Because you know that we are indebted to me, that's all.
Oh, David.
Oh, you are indebted to me.
David, I can't. Some catch you say, meet you no correct time.
Now stand when you correct.
Correct time.
You need coffee time, no? I can say correct time.
Me share Juma amount in your.
Hey, Avram.
Senior.
But and then when you are strong. Secret in the thing. I said, be about.
Oh, David, I jumpa.
Ejama
o ejandia wa yehu dada
sir
afena cash in the beba but eja wa yehu
na say ejana na make ka say ejade e cash
o David
commit the
first eja clear conscience and apomuden.
Oh, the first eja
clear conscience and apomuden.
How go the common sense.
Enu ni ona scan ba kura.
Common sense. Common sense. Child feel brutal. We are kikim. We are solid. We are fantastic. Now, as we are about to do, say Ghana, you must be dream. Or see, and Kasa, ya Kasa, a dear Juma, or no one is saying.
Oh, okay.
But I speak about being there too.
Yeah. Mamma Fa, when you're Sunchia, I shall phone it here for you. Social media phone, yes, Ramon, won't share my wife. Won't share.
SOMPA 106.5.
Yeah, SOMPA 106.5.
Accra, no one share.
Yo, I'm
no one like it and commentary.
I'm say I check kra sa same way. I check kra say ye yusu ye dasu gusu yusu bro ni kasa e wo Parliament House ene ye ne me bia ye no o man we mu nti say speaker e peja de aba very good. But I want say politicians na kasa no mo ye smart people. Sa omo ye smart say a deliberate action intina omo yusu English most of the time say when they come to the people ube stadia during campaign time, when they go to the people, they speak their language. And yes, one take kasano. Na ye ekurasi tu. Na nipa 15 penny wo ekurasi wa. Obepe will be oti kurom wo kasa. Na we di nechi akọ. Na wakoka wo kasa wote because kasa wote no. Eno na ye de kasa kire wa ewura umu number 2. Ye kasa wote no. Ana wukurum kasa ye didi watemu a ya esne even bro for kasa na say kasa enye wukurum kasa
sir
yes yes
because me dwen ho me di atam bi wo mitim me kurum kasa m ana ma say di no bro for kasa m but me hu ne say ase bro for kasa no mu de na ye ya
that be bro for light bro for be light
amovugios ya ano odin amovugios
Enti
I want to find it. Amohugio.
Yeah. Enuntina. Your West be bet me abono English. Ewia we are offend you be a. Oboni twi kasa. Oboni twi kasa sesi apasem beba. Ahmad obi a ye doctor ni bi metna ha na oka eduro bi a madi sesi wo mo ho. Obetumi abo oba japade no wo brofo kasem. Eye normal.
Because dodo na
onto dabi. Enye se dodo na ntiase o. Dabi.
Na edenga
yemu yedu wukurum kasa no enti mefoa so. Politicians no waba power wie na wenye tumi no o address ya obeka brofo ra ma me no tonto se ntia se but opetumi a na we breaking it down e dey about kasem enti enya semu a anka meka say we there shouldn't be any debate me man prusi ni me ya not na me man prusi half any musi half say enya say sebio prebiasa eni bre eni otan hunu a anka ye twi language and was say you official your countries be I get some only one language but multiple languages but ma ba ko na dominate if they say Chinese or say languages peace Indian forces are yes some languages be shisha ho but one language ena aye paramount a de ni di e de amano so nti de bia no omo advocate for yambra back to yamamre no em say me obi a meka ho yep yamamre mu no ye wo religion e wo amamre ye wo kasa e wo amamre ene ye wo amane ne amamre nso enu na broni be insight ya to ni nyina agu o de ma me start say me promote ya nananom musum sesi a na college ne mra o be di matema ka che nananom musum no sebe e ye nkwase yasem o man biara o to religion o to language na o to ebia o to dressing way of dressing any waduane to twene pe waira that is your identity match me agba aduane din mebu aduane din pe tribe ba utrim to zafi tribe na about him
esrem
yes you bu aduane akpele
volta
eye natural sana universe na hye no wow but gradually once last week me ka bibi say even our girl child emma your daughters omuko school a ye mum yi omuti ne kra wrong a slave master and they introduce Sadi and the man just to bring oba ne self esteem down ya ma die we ya to aso ba colonial master ne kwap to today lawyers one na say you know judges
yeah lawyers judges
why say e che no mo she ne ya fe ne se kra say e che ye o mo she e che white o slave master no introduce man ko e jai she ugu so she they so yenye go krom ha we import ba
only procedure on say prestigium ba
prestigium
yeah prestigium because almost na
yeah ama abetre ne page so at asenti o say you go back to your culture ne your kasa anti ne the speaker kasa dia ye na ye fo aso no mo akasa na o ma ne mbrem ne kan de easy but ebe mu no so o de opa omo allow say obi anka ne language no o de hwe twi na ne be dominate we ka say me kan enti am do me make you post to be SOMPA FM but a bit sensitive topic but me treating an ajuwe there is a deliberate attack on Mufenchemi on Ashantis in this country deliberate attack
interesting
medical besi asem so medical besi asem so there is a deliberate attack oba your tribes ni nyina mu a omo mutumi keep omu division together o hwa asantefo a omo ye different no omo nya baako what's about Ashantis mu a ye wo de oye eduana but omo try aye baako enkabo bi wo mumu oba other tribes ni mu a division when we nka ye nka me nim be biade ni free but there's a deliberate attack on them say yeah ayin fo be na wa Ghana
I know yeah but AVRAM on the more serious note
radio need educate you
on the more serious note
senior
maybe I know you're sensitive I don't want to discuss that
sensitive but
no I just don't want even us to talk about that because from what we said our listeners are diverse and then when we begin to make certain comments to say they're all kind of some other tribes would feel hurt.
No, say yache wo media ni mu kakra. Won say yenua small boy bi wo akwentuom and was started say odi tribe baako atem. Me yaman prusi ni. Or the tribe na nyini besi ho a obesi tribe na nyini sabio kwasea aboa wagimi. And me ye video na me two small boy ne for say wonyai. Ye hu ya no say wa shift it. And no about the other tribes no eso
so let's forget let's make progress making progress
senior mami bonetofa
you making progress
we are one nation
sure
but we are not one people
okay You fancy oh.
Senior.
Badrim
Senior. Me
decode this statement.
There be any decode manisi. I am not here to undermine or disrespect any tribe.
Sure.
But I'm here to tell you, say, there is a deliberate action going on this country. Genuine tribe baako. And Crawford you when yes ho. Yen na nya baako. Ni yen stop us ade and yes I watch na every almost so
all right, so thank you. Let's hold it there. Let's hold it. I know the reason why I'm saying let's hold it there. Let's hold it there. Young fancy. Young fancy. Yeah, kwan no so no. A friend is say ye kwan e wa hai. Achimot Pukuase Amasaman to Ensawam. What for so nan saying?
Ka kwan no.
Yeah, what for so.
Meja ho krafa.
Adintra.
Meja ho se kwan ne nye. Meja ho fa kra nti me kwa me fe buri. Aha, me fe buri inside. E buri so kwan so start say. So kwan ne de enye kwan na asay no kra na e problem na ache too much.
I know I'm here. Your voice be ho. Abochie's voice. But let's see. I want us to take a lesson at this. Because it's very, very important. That stretch of road and your death trap. AVRAM, I don't know fast so. I want you to take a lesson to this. Just take a listen to this. Oh, unfortunately, I'm not getting the feed, but mon frère, technicians in mind. I mean,
a month for cars, yes, sir, was our quite.
I'd rather be carrying now.
Me for how once, we see me for who bio. Aha, me for who bio. Now, I also my family who. I want my family when
AVRAM over bread.
I want my family, me say.
Wow, but it's for Mutino. One go Facebook page, this is Yana Mogoy. And you're very, very bad. The progress of work, and at the speed of work on that stretch of road, no, very slow. Very bad. Very slow.
And very bad.
Now at the chepa was Aquano. But say from Insawam to Aya Amasaman, 1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 30 minutes. Very bad.
And yet,
I am paying for more of my muhai. You know what? One they fly.
Some flight.
So one flight rana. Uba who said ni V8 no timono. E kusino.
Na omo kwa. Omo be fe buri o.
Omo fe buri. E jamu fa hebi o.
Say na me omo be fa ho. Speed vim wa kwa pa fe buri ho pa no wa GSH insawum. Pa ono wo ko no. Yes rempenyin fu.
Ehiafo.
Yeah, ni bebre.
Yeah, ni bie.
Na no ade ba ko. One dangerous no mo ye kwan bi e wo Kumase some time ago.
Yeah.
Onim so omu wie kwan no young boy bi o asthma. Before me wie kwan akoda na ewu.
Look at
das in futuro.
Answer him.
In futuro. Bon, debi ameka say sebi mo french me ebi before ye planet say de enche na wi ase na say. Ye kwa kwan a hwe kwa me nkroma kra sebi o mo pen so technology kura ni ko no. Hwe tema moto we ka kwan ye. Hwe adwene e wodi timo de ye kwan no. And ye car kwan me catch a guy be say ye kwan bi ho mo aya na thickness car kwan ne thickness enduru 1 inch. Car kwan thickness enduru 1 inch. Oh, very sad. Very sad. Yes, Ghana phone paying for. And ye kra to Kumase kwan we nko a senior and Cape Coast. Sometimes last year. Now the deadliest road in Africa. We Accra to Cape Coast kwan no. Kwan ye kunipa the whole Africa. Wow, until yesterday, you pay for Sabi. Yet to Abamamo, some be protecting your life. Na musama your security. Na Sabi, who in high kakra. Na dear Cono dear, Enya, ya kind dear. Especially, Yababa to Abanimino. Bebedia dance here. A choir netted them featuring na and no more sapete and quota ecofaso. And so toy, I walk rock quinina. Yabba to Abe Yao. Giddy, and no more sapete and quota, a cogu car quine so. And so to now rock quine. So yes rom very sad na ni menimi ya contractor krono se dwan won to me nya de ya monje mfama foforo so
Oviga bi If I say it, from Kumasi to Accra, Kumasi to Accra, but let me give credit to our former president, John J.A. Kufuor. John J. Kufuor, Accra baby obi ara me chow. Me bo abaso na wie. In October 2008, and a Kufuor administration launched a major initiative to modernize the Nsawam Apedra stretch. Nsawam Apedra stretch in 2008. Baby Obiano Orakufo. Bebo abaso. Sa ofi nkran eko Kumase. Anazo fi Kumase eba nkran ya. That Nkoko bypass. Cast two nam ha. Bien share yonko. In fact, President Kwa what did sad yanam di ma oman no. Na e was here dana se me senti no. And a former President Kufuor me born abaso anyway. I was SOMPA 106.5 FM. And again, my mean sees the opportunity. I mean by His Excellency Jonathan Mills, may your soul rest in perfect peace. To bombarding on that stretch of road. Nana do dem Akufo-Addo, our immediate past president, His Excellency SOMPA. Also, my first akwenya we never more abaso because in 2020, a 41-kilometer stretch from Nkoko to New Anyabrem was commissioned via the partnership involving government, Newmont Ghana and Cocobot. And work began on that road in October 2020 with Newmont funding a portion and the rest covered by the government and Cocobot. By November 2022, progress was made at 98% completion for the Nkoko New Abrem segment, part of the brother Nkoko Akim Oda Road project.
SOMPA FM.
Would have to celebrate the past president for the efforts they have made in dualizing those roads. We have to celebrate them. We have to celebrate them. The biara da ade esa ade echi biara no sa kwan no so no akwenhyesi na akwenhyesi no si a eni yenyan from Accra to Kumasi toto se wo kwan no so sa wo ye driver ni na wonim kwan no so a dohre wanhwe a wo beto car na twene. People now drive on the shoulders of the road. People now drive on the shoulders of the road because the road itself ankasano etutu asay. It is by no wonder or by magic and a VIP for nanu or the transika say omo cars ni na say and because of that no omo the 20 cities e dey account omo first no can you know na me kwata chimara na 160 but that one me koro na 180 because some cars say all the drivers are one apply that particular section of the road, cars say. So what is happening in this country? Mr. President, woman said nanwa dawako yewra asante ni wako promise no say Accra Kumasi road no the highway express. But these are just mere sayings. When are you going to action this particular statement that you have made? Because statements of this, yate, ya bre, ya yate yabre aso man adentina mo mpanyimfo a mo Ghana ha. Sometimes if you are even traveling to Kumasi, you don't use the road. You go by air. And even if you are using the road, the potholes effect, mo ankasa mo feel it. Mr. President, we are telling you today on SOMPA 106.5 FM, for God and country, say fix that road now. But more disgusting, the Accra from Nsawam to Amasaman and to Pokwase. From Nsawam to Pokwase, over the 1 hour 30 minutes on that road. 1 hour 30 minutes. Minim contractor kwa oye juma e was akwa na so. Minim contractor kwa oye juma e was akwa na so. In fact, say what along that stretcher. Ube brepa and say na wa be juma. Say opo ejuma so na wo kofi a and so ade obe brepa. Now one worrying thing and me observe here and I say, what's that contractor? No, I don't know the contractor working on that road. But contractor best sell. And what's that stretch of road, you know, from Pokrase, Amasaman to Insawam. Now in Shosutwa, Atechengwa. What is even making the whole situation very, very, very worrying? Crowd say. I'm happy to be
Major so Micheti was.
But I say that
Michia almost studio and can me
AVRAM Ben MOSHE
or Tete a Christopher any Muslim for
or Tete Omobao
Banocrano Walker.
Oh, so you side with him
and name a baby so.
Wow. Wow.
And name a baby so. And name a baby so. Because I did be a honoma. Nyakwesi Bruni. Maybe so. China. Omi and Kofa, Omosom. Omi Christians.
No.
Okay. Saudi Arabia. Omi Christians.
No.
Indonesia. I'm saying the largest country with Muslims. Okay. But the question is, how Muslim Buddha? Till and then me a confused kakra. Because na matisi say July 1st. Baby holiday.
Sure.
Intino obi kra catch him say a holiday intino. I assume say ene holiday no. Say na yes say
yeah they call Friday.
Friday.
Sure.
Na me bisa enti de koye launch no the government
machinery
ni
na de call no.
E call no. Yes, so when you say obe no Friday dia. Ana Friday ni do ya wanye. Na wakwa koye ene. Woni ni pado do akọ.
Omo nyina nko office o.
Oh, and I make sure ni say a waste of manpower hours. Because I had no yen quantify hours no into money. Pye me from America babe nche bia. Donald Trump also ko Paris. Oko en ko hu se omo ye den day mrefini din. A omo show omo military power. Ene ne mane oba America was so obeye bi. When him how long it take here? It took him a while. They were able to point precisely how much it will cost the American taxpayer. It cost the American taxpayer $55 million. Maybe say, event you cost the taxpayer say. But they say if it's a free and crowd say, or more of your committee members no, Oma anyipe, oma yen pro bono. Fine. But then they can't tell you how much they spent. Mr. American, I can tell you how much they spend on, including Sika Coastal, Washington DC. As a city, almost the how much it cost them. Yeni meyo, Ghana onim a catch for the abo power. Seriously, because me mamia kosia da odimeko school. Yes, me nyansa che no. Ohu nyansa ti no odimeko school. Me kosia system. Man kosia nyansa ana adwene anche no. Me kosia system say yes say bronika say 1+1 eye 2. Okay, minimum ha metro. Me na me chen ha wa be sign or no a signature. Eni nche say me maame no onimu nyansa. Ghana ha and no co school pen nyansa. Enti den and comfort to taught degrees e were online almost say a year degree papa no. Yeah, and some kwa am okay. Me crab me make account tempa. At the age of 16 na me o car. Me name na fofo bi e BF malikuka. Okay, when e bonu tu omo ku no. Some after Rolling cinema issue bia omo ku no malikuka. Eni ka say na Accra to Kumasi. Somewhere in the 70s to maybe early 80s. Now to me, 2.5 hours.
Accra to Kumasi.
Yeah. One of the reasons because there was less vehicles on the road.
Sure.
Okay. But Akwane. Okay. The only cars I need problem. It was Akwane so £1. Come no more speeder. Na adwini. So never patch no. Yeah, near to me the 2.5 hours. Accra Kumasi. Now you see, and you be about it in the night. Abejimi bread. Kabana or Sanka be all day be 1.5 hours. And you cook Kumasi because or Sanka by a pano. Ya bam. Ghana, we just say yeah population census. Nyasa pa ben ye population census. Say yeah kind Ghana for. And Ghana for the door. 10 years ago, nipa dodo aba beka ho. Sadia ne ye edi hwe krono impuntuo. Because se nipa na do so a aspiti ubehia more. Ubehia school more. Ubehia dwom more. Ni nyina adwuma. Ubehia more. Na Ghana ha ye population census wi a maybe say effective ben ena enya
Kabito so mama na masaba so wo de be no na be wie show no nde ba me AVRAM wie but I know say binua wakasama Kofi Ama Boa Lands and Forestry Ministry also wa happy kabori that to say
yeah bro opa catch your boy say me friend na ofa binua pa
za kabori bokore
Adom Mompaibo, yeah.
But what's here and come on,
that's right.
A quino then I'll be careful.
Did come here more about so in Chairman Tiffany for Mammy Champion family.
Sure.
Of course, they say the Abuja depends on that and the issue at hand is an issue that concerns all of us. Missimus and Migo Kumasi said.
Yeah.
Nanka I was a mitano, free be don't hear me and don't hear the night. Now if they could we don't hear this
and so
it's affecting all of us. Tino, I somewhat in Yinano, I say Ubi Adena no Tumbi. It becomes a constant reminder to the idea of Jumana Janono. Recently, Minister called.
Contractor
no construct contractor no and Okachen said yes you need to money in overnight but as and when away no be we get to na do how no at least see honum in the form of grading and reshaping pending your final
touching our opposite way. Said the be more trouble. I believe this should be a major second call to the minister. So also some visit to who say as more kind of find you.
Don't find you.
I say 2 and more because it's really not even about just the traveling time. It's about even
your safety, your health. Sure. Because that's it. What was that?
Swami.
Edra Rabinam Sakwaras me who kebi.
SOMPA FM.
Na driver no odu bebia no no apake ka no see no si aden. Hwemeka ka mo no amato. Enche you. Ka na jija.
It's very bad. It's that bad. I know the nyina no me betina have friend ntoma when the Ghana for any year.
Sure.
I wouldn't say I mean government intino. And to Sakura make us say
we are Ghanaian.
I say no mo mutu kwa wi nyina person mutu kwa na do. And it's not also that safe.
Ba mo amoye aban penyimfo mo mutu kwan mo fa soro. Eto de bia mo V8 na mo te no. The shakes na wo benya effects na ye nya no mo nya bi. What's your air condition? Car papa na odem. Shocks na ye adwuma. Ba me kwabrane amete ye. Bright ot ye kokuma se bo kodo se senior. Ma brutal.
Onye nro ensaki na ho ba bi etimi chia ma moto kura ntimi mfa ho. This time we aba mu peni to help you your V8. Ama sama
echiro no baby.
Etimi chia ma se be basekere kura utumi.
Onya baby mfa. Na kasa kese ro so no. Asa se kwan na nyanti no. Breakdowns no.
That's right. Until no trade sa until we aba mu peni use V8 mfa ho a obeduru ho no no. Na adena chia ma ye ma okwan enye yie.
Okay.
So either way around, all of us are feeling it.
But that's it.
It's all about how I am so mind.
Okay. Thank you so much. I mean, Avram, Avram, and here now so they ever. What is missing in today's relationship? Then Ira a relationship. Say I'm practicing. Say I want demo. Then Ira.
Yo. Ready? I mean, some far when you sunchia. Yetirefo ene ahwefo ni nyina em se ade ba ko a me de ato me ho so se obi antia sia se obi chenwa gitum se oba hejao se ye school mu o se ye adwuma mu o bebi abeko bia no onipa akoto no ho no wo se de respect e ma no na usua bibi free ni ho na me nyine no me ye enkoda na me nanfo nyina ye mpanyimfo because I'm very respectful ne ade nti me ben penyimfo tem nti ma me sua ne ma bebre ye nuanom embebunu na omo ba no ye mu binom ye de platform no ye dedicated ya mom say ye de bebi omani na mistakes ayeye no
omo
ambeye bi
sure
and opanyine bie ki bia ma me wiya de aka me de ho sa na ye sua de o me ye hu say na we fi say ye nimunyansa chen ye nananom there be system na yesua ene yenim system na si omo but ya ka na fie nyansa ne ye mbo bra enye yeti pene omo ye kosua system ekosua atworo esua se de miamia phone ne se de mia laptop ene se de ye editing ene na de koma akokora bi ontumi nye by bana brabom experience a me obi a me bisa question pa na me bisa de enti a for some time now our year end to mean last year awari ba hu se che kakra no na awari a egu ena
o ma sa ba kan
dabi enkurenti no mote
okay
awari bebregu enkwada no krem se ma me papa mo nkasa o mo nya fine enya awari but tete pan beauty of marriage ya sabra na tv kura ni ho mobile phone ni ho na enso wo twam we fie bi animu a be wo se be ma ne na yere no muti efie na no edi nkomo etwem ade amekuni tete no ye wo ba bi wo ho a be ma ba akope ene hu ne ho ekosi so wu efiri wi ase be ma ba akope tete no aware na ye so meaningful to the extent say oba no ya won say tete no ta ware betena family house say ye ware oba no oba ne betena family house a bema ni wu a oba no nwale bio na waka fie ho
Ehu pa.
Otumi tena fie no wadane ebusuani. Enne eba ne sen. Me ya me research na kakra me hu a me di betu mebunu no fo no muntie.
Denga.
Number 1 ade a me hu ye. The reason na no mo de ware. Ene ye reason ye de ware no. Enye the same.
Why more reason?
Reason na tetefo no de ware. If I say up to 80.
Butanti a unjina so a.
Omujina so de
ware no.
Any yen
ya butaya
so de ware no. Eye two separate thing.
Oh.
Omo de no. Na de aware no ebe kwa wie ye. E de ntia. Number 1. Aware bebre ana na ekoso tete no. The two people involved kula na bi no muni momo ho. Eye families ne family eye tie. Na omo ware essence pese chekere bibi to. Sesi ame no kase esikafo ne ye. Esikafo no dodo na ye because on pese kwan na obo ama family no. Young it is a girl. Bema bi ban hotum pam bema sensi me ban ho bio.
Oh sir.
Yes, ye yanfo ya na ye bom pai say oba no be kwa ko chinchin wo ba e ja sabe. No obi di na chi aba na je wa start ase wa ase no ya start settle. Number 2 tete no. Na om be ware a. You know the person obe ware. You don't marry a stranger. Says here we fall in love with strangers. Me explain tete no a community. Yang na ye nyini abom. Say mobile phone or TV. Social media no akọ hu obi wo TikTok ni Facebook no akọ ni inbox akọ chat no. Enti unim ni fie. Unim ne maame. Unim ebusua no subo yomukuta. Enti initially mo start say mu ginagina ho pe one ndi bi na one na bantam. Ye hu mu sabo ko ba na ya fro hey say ebusua hey na fo asam ko. Za ebusua adabra. Say the aunties no wo fafo be ye kura no ubetwa so ntem. Enne we fall in love with total strangers. We have no idea. Tete no obi be wale oba owo bampo a no nim be makura oni oba ne woy. Onim dia ba ye nti omo woy. Onim dia ba ye nti omo agyae. Open dia make because
we follow
we live in the same neighborhood, the same community.
We follow conversation about.
Yeah, generation we fall in love with what we see on social media. Ko TikTok se akwa said ye guess yi dada wo mo ho no the camera na si ho no wa hye da nante akwa so okotwe curtains bi obos
I know ye den
advert nko.
Oh yeah sure.
Advert nko.
Oh there be that.
Senior undia me ya hwe.
We nya me na bet the.
Oh won ye adwuma ye ne omo. Eh wo hye adwuma.
Eh ko bi ka bi do ukabi.
Oh
so o hye ya.
Adwuma no mo hye.
Ati mana wo mo yo atiro Kofi
me me say ma bebrebe bubefu me ene Ghana for ma ho nya me fibio.
Oh Kofi Kapito. Oh ma debi wo debi jabotre wo se den
Ghana for ma
ehun nya wo den
enye me ho
Kofi Kapito fibio
tete no
eye dentra
ye hwe oba na ntu hwe oba kon hwe oba sie egu nanum hwe oba pechi dem ke wat ya se na eye natural
but na dia
ene opa for ba ko hye oba bonten na fa no kofie ade be chinu we say oba na ade ne ban no wen
one baby sava
who baby shall say na na do me ne ba fie an again no wen
and so it's not on
when I want the banana
then what would make the difference
because why are too artificial
makeups no
maybe bia and that to crazy it me high
I'm high to
that to crazy high dem go what you say and then why kaji so na nkemofo na eyo o mi tuo meni ase and then the prepare no wa fe bia ntaro so a
eyelashes
yeah ma minimum ye bi but woman no na for special occasion and everyday thing.
But we would every day.
Isa Kumasi near Wukubi, Makunta and then Omian paying from.
Yeah.
Your friend Kumasi Youngsters Club. Okay. A premier found no more Kumasi. One more new or more year no more and a tea. So I'm go dance. Now shenta dear show. And there were man I say £1 I'm here who won't count.
Hey.
And so the word Acatesia yes wa kata ne ho esi bisa fanfo na dia kete say wa kata ne ho esi and in the word aketesia and then unim ya na me ya o ame ya pa say enti ene hu oba sebe ne more enyo na ne dia okay
yes
nani ton wi
enyo no ane dia
no wa kwre
eno wa shebi eno so nya ono ane dia
eno so enyo na ne tri nu egu no tri so
nya ne dia
eno so nya ne dia
ne to enye ne dia
ebinu mu to because oya na omu nyina nya sika nkoye
na ruanju enya no atobodies do ayi
amba omu dross bi na omu she
tete kuma se akwa bi no wa se ajos wa je wo de akwa bi no ton Sarfo so pene enye hwe ye yama ya dia ebe hayen kwesi broni ene ma omo ye start yen se omo Sarfo mo afiri hu ba ye dia fe na ye wurem na me bisa o enti se wo fa se be ma e de oba bi ba ofie tete no kwa ware a Abraham payment so be ma ne bisa se na nyem bia we savings book way ai
be ma ne ti bisa sa question
ai wo fa be bisa
se we savings book way
so person make sure so oba no betimi ahwe no ansa na kwa gina awen ne chi ama
okay
wo fa nko ware a woni se wo
untimi hwe ba enne
te se de oka no time by iska for that you because your pieces cano ejina
busu no
le ma na eja WhatsApp be 7 no so free so go we dia no me hwe ni ye because any ma be cost wo chroma me tram on ne dodo me ta ko
yeah
sometimes you be dura ya na me bia me hu no ya na eye ma
tete
me ma tete say na broni chroma kura no ye nya sa ni ma no ho enne mayu ya be ni meme ya be hwe footballer why tattoo ni hu nyina no why millionaire o onya ye ni o and so hu tattoo no na so say tattoo ni e ho so koye bia o kwahwe apa tete no na ye twro ye din for identification omo de menyere
omo de den
menyere
menyere
yes say dia banisane ne afre no white I say creamy and you be
yeah
no yes
so flower yellow
so ne empache no ene no de ya den obi a otu kwan ana say otako kwan so a e bi akonhia ye hu se
asumesi ne
enya de ye kire no ema no wosore a madam fu bi wasiko fi ja wo mo no jata no nto obu no fu no so wo mo bedi fi aduana iko no na jata no wada ne giraffe
me dasi oh Branko video oh every time you hire me say why but hire the bank come every day all right so Avram to asoma me
yeah tisinia den tia na ma ye dia metie no na me de sha ase ebi mu di kan wa hansa yen ye ba nti o kasa na panyin bi nso e de kakra ka ho a em say eboa pa nti de senior kan de kakra me de ka ho ne ye and then 3 days asma me kan no repeat no say se a ushia wo ba na oni ni pie na mu beduru fie a wan hwa owura washroom na oba back ya wo be ka chen so onko fie because 3 weeks na nti me ka say
I don't know me no agree with Akabori esre ebia he has a personal experience
the only time reality set in when you are going to sleep to be your live video I'm saying 3 days and me ka say ladies na mo hwe me no hwahwehwem sesi a na on hwe dressing a odi pia bonten 3 weeks na we ya to wanya wo dia neninton wi no sesi a ya wo die
mahu
sesi a ya wo die enye wi mpo no mo hwe o on die no ya wo 3 years permanent die yes 3 years ne 5 years de
wow
na ni echi wa right ne de nyanko natural one na to agu me say a money be make up am judgment day nyankopɔ be from bisa say dia me born no ni anase different person. I'm telling you nani nton na nya ne dia Emma ye so confident to the extent say omweni kosua black na da so no tie o okoda o ye bie nani e di super glue so de ade santo
Kofi
e ba semen mat e die
Avram be MOSHE na we be nyini wo si den na di den
ye ni
mi amani we
ni fitai
na mi makoda ho
black no
na me so omunya den
na wade oba be ye wo wiase bi ni
minim say almost contact lens.
Yes,
colored ones.
The world is not enough for a woman. When I'm
a baby was here na Ghana for pa. Most of say Monte Mas. Nyanko pokro bo ma kra onti o ma se o.
It just I mean some man come to 2 o mo nan. E dia be hye baby o mo nsa no wo. Eyi o mo nsa e dia be hye baby o mo nan wa ankom be ye. Enti sesia no be ma be si oba pe be tata wo ba san on social media. Oba ni dru ni fi oba ne ko epe na be ma na sesa. Na adwe ne say ade obi na asem ya na say beifo bi na di mechi ade bi the order aye ne the ban in China two different thing because wuro hu wie no say to no wa hye form e di enti na wa wu pia kokrom wa hye form a ama wo to a enya wo dia whom are you deceiving enti okochi wo krom a no beduru fe no ro no ho a ono akasa kwa hwehwe mu a onyanko bedwane na senior market tete no na ye powder keke o ma mi pia ye ma me no mu pia powder kakre bi no de afa nanim enso mu nyini chai and ye nim de ye sisters ye je and this is no adani a serious problem in relationship and the natural beauty once I start to say diama man value enwi no mo won ye fitting kola brem ya man who the beauty of the natural hair and how to treasure it. Enti obu be wie JHS pe no bia person ko boniti
ene de me no ya adwene
and abrofo de done the business
hwe SSS me ade ba ko e mebufu ni se Ghana fo nkora omukọ boarding school a ye mu twom trimi because me call boarding school no na man twom trimi ye school mates and no a part of even socialization me board the amount now so about the amame a grooming on way on how much you amount ye need the closest species to
the monkey
okay e design man nyina no na ma yen etimi enya atenkane odo e ma ye ho togetherness because me na me bo tima onra e chance so bobo me dia mami
na mbema na class so we yi wait a we su timi yi wait
oh e tire yi ni kra de na enya de na ye yi e je bi adua about tima ansa ni akase ko so de ba na tete no tie o they make an say akora no from the kra brema they say the AVRAM kind no e also we share how to manage ni trini
natural hair
ye twegu okay
no value no respect
because we be say kra no nya daje enyom tri enya be me na amana fi because adequate amasha tight be ma na ye intra on sa stockings no because one ba o stockings that just Canada and easy
me who be that
tio enti ni nyina ni say me wan de krontia e wo say me baba amono ni bisa me nyina ni mo matri
yes
really wo boni beti wonu ni trim obrashe obi asabe bi kra na yire kra weja
when him said the ribbon no
father
chichiro bed the bad girl tip
enti omaguro mu trim na ma they are used to it Ghana ni akra na say na Ghana former at the 20 and the trim ehi omo say they lack growing up enti why na you say yes e free bibi Indian hair Peruvian hair
Brazilian hair
e boy bi bo chira wa
hwan hair me bisao me mama no wo share wig ma no mo wo wig stand oba no etu
no dey see
enye ne permanent and you see a free bibi lace frontal je on e pa share no me baba ma ne mama ye hairdresser wa mo no ne timi nim de me fa eni me bi ho no ma ye bi before enye mayin broni ni tv o se broni akra ye wona oninwi baby
te say yen
o
sa
ye
aye yo onyin chom
ye nya na broni akra oninwi
Adam nya hu bi nya hu obi a ya wo no fresh how e bro nya bro
yen ye wo ye nga e wonwi ba nya sa nyankopon bo ne se bro ni akra wo nyini a na ni trinwi ye tenten yeso ye nyini no ni ye trinwi no e ba fom
na ya pempem mu pa
edu pa hwe bro ni akra
me ko study sadie no me ko study sadie no ba he
so eni me bi hono ma nyankopon
SOMPA FM
Abraham nyankopon do nyini di
obeje nyankopon di
nyankopon we wanye ne ma ba ha to enne Ghana for ma yesi ebitimi nom pills no ma pom
for color
obitimi me ma no time no mo use neko atra ambi sade ni nyina no na ni be ma enti no na o senka o se doctor and a short prescription man
ma okoto answer na wetin
because for skin disease bae ma no mo toye ye to ma omo wohu ene so kwa mo no ne na so kwa akoto any of some medicated soaps ni bia when the prescription I am apart from the yakasa ne there okay ko ba kola ko hwe en kofu am so ne mai
ovi mira ho
senior nsamo ho
mami bi wo
bra kofi
mami bi wo FD
yeah
and so obon ko be ko Mrs. Delis Dako okay the jumo ye no obomodin pa because na need there's obebo Ghana for ho ban but obo Ghana for ho ban no na mo central for me blame because advertisement munye free wo mo na mo dinner time eno ogu obi adwuma ba na adwuma ne se atonyan chen bia ba na asem bia ba omo Ghana for ho ban first and this idea no won seize anaso on fengu ho anaso ye court ne ye kasara de nya on shina
ye never san komoro so Avram
senior
mira ho nde papa se me Ghana ni
Ora be ho na
mira
before this
Avram yenye na ne ase ebre no ya yi ti no
the fa point ba kwa na me ni bi nka ho na the next thing me who say e lack in current relationships ho ne ye tete no relationship was based on decision nipa mienu most kwa na beginning as friendship ente they decide the same person me ni way enante me pe no minim said yote minim ni suban tetere sense ne ye nyini wo the same community e dia brofo dia be ye mpa ye ka say ye break ne down wonim say one ade ba kom de ye ya ha ye mpa the breakdown of the extended family
the extended family system
destroy here no
say no ma encourage the nuclear sets
yes ente ade ba ko say tete no it was based on decision because unim nipa no moko moba udisa me na be bobra sisia no it is based on feeling how you feel about the person sisia no be maybe steady ube hu say be maybe ye word na e kire so chinchin bia no na oba no woto senior wa check ene ye ware to ye ware suban
ye ware to ye ware suban
word dia be hu social media ye share pa gudu oba no woto timi ni
ampa
yes yes
because be the many can weddings bia ma hwe on social media hips ne to
me say see ano suban no
hips ne to weddings and answer me hwe on social media no e ma no wo hips no mo to
nti
ye weddings
yes ye generation no we are not living in the world we are not facing reality we live in the world of illusion into a desire to ne fe no dada sa no na akoda ne aware omo ware wie pe na reality aseti na fe no be check suban nti ya ware 6 months na ware ne go ko be bi omo ka aware case ne wo be ko lie untumi ade ba ko so
facha so na me fa courses
I am major problem pa ye tete no marriage was for matured people not kids and then koda na ware you wọ́n sẹ́ dan mẹ́kànsẹ́ nkẹ́ pẹ̀lú yíyẹ paa ọba abẹ́kẹ́sẹ́ wọ́n kọ́ awadeɛ yẹ́yẹ́ ne ho adeɛ abẹ́yẹ yẹrẹ no na nkọ́ ọbẹ́yẹ wọ́n buru 25 26 27 to 30 wàyẹ adult wayɛ ready to take care of a baby enti ɔmo a yɛn maame no mu nyini yɛ ansɔmo wo yɛn no ɔmo tete yɛ because panyini ɛna tete abɔfra sesia no nkɔdaa no ɛna pɛ sɛ ware enti ɛna nkɔdaa na awo na akɔdaa na tete akɔdaa
0260-196064 0260-196065 and then yeah, limited course to just about 5. If you want to be a part of it, this is the time now. You can call us now 0260-196064 0260-196065 with my friend. Now I do I drink abeboa Kofi
oba what ne papa ne ne maame nkyɛn kopem sɛ obeso aware na bɛma abɛware ne firi ne fie ɛnɛ dia na wakɔ handan papa no kra na maame no kra no wɔn fa ho kra ɛnɛ dia si abaga na ha ɛmɛ hi kyɛn bibia yɛsi engagement abrɔfo dia no ɔmo yɛ no sɛbi yɛn minya santini o asantifo yɛn engagement yɛkɔ srɛ ɔba aware
capital so man why. Hello, good evening.
I get down.
Ukasa free and crying. I get down. Patro etie why?
Me mama ko energy mapa moye.
Me patro radio na ebe on no tun wo fi radio no ana so dum radio no because person tie ukasa enye ye.
Yo medumuno.
Ukasa etie.
Apa me ya baba no. Why at the age of 22. Obafia me ho aden so me wo fafie. Na wo ko bi say tire aware na ti. Ko bi say very menti ana won so bi say me busian fo. Nti ya ware bibia fine. The chance ya of team time amekro onyi na optim. Ana men so eja metini baby a medwene na memba so ametete wo no metete wo nya mesrum me ka sei le no wo ha won ware ne won na ti na wo so a wo beta wa asem so nya ware obi amba mpo wa pepita na te matete wo papa na mesru ankasa
na say there was what to wo mai die above for numbers but what do number be to join yes me from me da se pass over you dey so hello good evening me ba join na me no ka say yo ba join ti why Sale baby o jira no line mu nya kra baby nya kra yentimi entertain we on network no so 0260196064 0260196065 you may just two more calls there of friend baby I don't know what's happening to the MTN lines but let's see if we can pick this caller talk to him. Let's see. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, bro.
Hey, emunye. Yeah, for course, in the bio lines, emunye. Avram, yeah, that's so. Now, then I'll come.
Say, kakra ya kana sembebu no ni betia. Ya ma me na oba ye no. Ye no ka kwesini ye. Esia no, we live in a society a enkoda ya titi o mu pan wo fie no. Omo nya ware o apuskele kefo na egu social media no omo na memma ni nyina ya channel ye energy and ye didi omochi they say you don't need to go to any oba bi fie na ko hu ni suman o ko ni videos o post to a ne attitude nyina wo ho nti mesre ye nuanom na ba no ema no sebe nya ho ofe na ye de kobo bra wo ye suman no weba social media no ye mema na ye social media no ye encourage a man na omoton wade a man na omo ye decent ladies be very decent on this app omo ni views omo ni followers especially girls e bo mo ton ade be ko na nipa tu young girl a wesi so a o ton ade o ko na nipa tu na girls yo mo dan dom ho dan dom be gu so a ja wadwo na boys yi lion hwim tebe through December me to girls be brefo say girls bet na ho e ma sabi o be ma bi de na bro kire wa da December we betwi condemn one ho ko no o fra no mfa ntomu hu say ade chi ade sa ne yekoyenim life you need a partner when you partner de be bobra ye nyine no de dangerous say obro 40 pa na wanwene wo da ache wo hunu nyansa bio ya be betumi abo wan na betena wo ho onkokura brem minu ya ba unpoku ya na nyina wo kosi de bia wo enti yensisa ye mentality ni attitude ni fake life obitumi free ni fie no wako obi gate ya na kotwa picture I'm telling you ana senior you are deep kwa lifestyle be say makeups any lifestyle obi o ko baby o sole no piajo ye makeup on free obi see get be catch so no opie no anye makeup
AVRAM
and say the way Johnny
AVRAM me that's why me that's
I'm the senior person de keto
o de me that's
o ma senior
there be fancy na me engage omo o time now say that
that's right it's all part of shaping the national conversation.
All right.
Fake life I believe adebia you need demand for it, no? People will not invest in it.
Sure.
So who are those patronizing this fake life? Conversation ye the patronage of the fake life framework. One way I been making mistake. Say many adwa mansamba mienu and ye tena class 1 and ya could do university and ye national service and me kokwa me get a first class and sansa adwa mansamba ba no sebio fake life ya dra no honti ya fa no ama waka adwuma no mu ya wo matiko se me nko face abrabo nti ochina bia no baba wa bi wo senior high university the focus is not more about how to equip yourself in terms of idea wusua to be a master of your trade. The focus is now how to package and entice people. And most of them paying for you call short no more than master opportunities. They end up not marrying them. Until obekwa
no they
are be adwata baso wimfoba. The lifestyle now we live, you know, my budget cannot afford that. Until the ever ban say, yeah, you throw no question, then you would hear be ya wada much now you throw no go. What do you go? Because I cannot afford some makeup. No, I cannot afford in Yanina wood, you know. So I Dubai trip on what the me annual salary boom. It's been for no call. Until the ever say me useless. She doesn't look at the dreams ahead. She looks at what I can provide today. Senior head enti say patronage no so tia nobody will invest in idea yempe wa bontin hono
sa patronage now wo kan ho asem sisi aye omo call the shots yempanyimfo omo kruma omo a sika ewo omo kutukum
yeah
omo no omo say guess no
in fact
omo say guess no
I wouldn't say that.
Almost say guys no.
Me crab me o secondary school. Girl or sugar daddy. Let's say what's pa.
Yeah.
Sugar daddy.
Oh sure.
E buy me yini and a sugar daddy buy. And then girl on sugar daddy no. Now we need the what's the difference? Me crab no. Hey. Get where they were saying you akora boni won papa bia we dey car buy be shi no and then my photograph be square kokko be bra. That's the difference. Twaso
senior I wouldn't say in absolute terms say sikafo ni bi wo ho they are very diligent omo bu omo ho o hwe wo dream no ba bia wo ko obetima bo akọ bo of course majority of them also kania kaba obetimi aye ho aduma aye o ma me ho aduma aye wo fasi ho aduma but the yakese say nya sikafo nko a he say ye ko teacher for workshop na waja yire na wo ma miensa of sometimes enimo mukra ye den na sa month salary no but be said Dano, you are picking a slave queen just to satisfy yourself within few days.
Come on, now, teacher.
No, me, I'm using.
David, don't use that. David, Kabori, go for teachers. David, no, please. You see teachers. Me teachers need to sign.
I could have used any.
No, David, you swear, but let me tell you, yeah, church for you guys can see. Yes, you can see.
What was it? Need to more do your thing. I think says
because of Madame will be your friend.
Yes,
your friend Gabi, or regional education officer, or Ayabro region. Because or workshop or Kumase. Gabi will be doing Chiana.
It's a laptop, na kakra na obenya workshop for
oh my good God, Amama Kaimasam.
It's a broad topic.
Yeah, Amama Kaimasam. But
ministry should be interested.
Sure.
Say maybe one day see the AVRAM nimping.
Let's have
a round table discussion.
Good.
It helps shift the. It's a paradigm shift.
Sure.
Now you do say status quo in. Let's build a new status quo.
I want to do be a pound.
I'll be a pound too.
Mama got some show. I'm on the cross. I should buy Nibi Crow. And no crown on the country. I swat in the say. Sebi. Me papa to semi. Europe and the America. Me ko se akra we did 22 years. A pa will be dimatem.
Really?
But yes. Seriously, because what ya chere almost say, woman almost classmates.
And entry mum.
Okay. Ghana has also no. Ya can't tell about the say. Bema one child with 10 years. Because you're already made. Ebusia. Yeah, young crab, you know. So, or girl, Abia, Papa Biso, and anyone who want. Who can if you are never great with you so good so. Because we know, quite fair, there were there. Yeah, Padia, that's why there's some idea. Now we begin to them. So, the passion. Tini na ye nipa no ni modern mo ene adwuma wo ye because akra wa mo no ne wo di 18 years pe otimi koye part time ewo McDonald's, Burger King, and even regular places. Enti ne ma mi ntimi ntɔ dross ma na ona wo ye adwuma a obetimi atɔ dross ne ma mi ntimi ntɔ makeup Emana, ona Oscar, on the better makeup. Nima mean to top pad, mana, on our Oscar, on the top pad, and the Ghana phone cranny be on ma. Nakasebi, I buy to make us a top pad at Yankra. Sonny Patchino. The Tinin Nanny said, I will see more opportunity. Sa any power Juba and any baby, if you so. Because what me told dear. Na sebi, and ne a crowd to we. We university. Bas crop efa krobukra ko pedi makra.
Edin.
Ebi ni ho. Na mini pedi ne Land Cruiser. Ebe twem na o pop pepia.
We don't want a lifter.
Obe man di on dem patch no. Ba akra nim say bas beba. Time we say ya, one few.
Obi ever see Baba so say ya AVRAM MOSHE medasi so by Nyaminsha next week we'll be meeting on the show again. Hajia special local foods. Beba cho sabro peduan pedia bomodena for reach Hajia special local foods. Na kai say aduane bi a wo pebiara say banku say fufuo nkwan bi a wo hia say nkruma nkwan toza fi e na pedia na wache jollof rice, fried rice, kokonte aprapransa na Hajia special local foods. Program bi a wo ye bia no say nsa fra omo a ade a mbaba na wo mo ababwa wo so mpo opeso mo no mo ma wo peso mo no fufuo ma wa me ba cho oti o ma homa ni mu a ade a mbaba na wo ma be serve na saka bi o say o ye delivery service ye juma free anopa no wotwe kopim anwumre no wotwe empay mu Hajia special local foods I make one sem no wo mo Facebook handles our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. Now call her handle no Hajia special local foods. Promoting that from was 024 63 59921. Again, read them on 053 54 84 392. Hajia special local foods. Eduane papa fie no. Medimafo Herbal Center. Medimafo Herbal Center. Only yatu the ding Dr. Time Daso, Dr. Time Daso. So sisi na ya uya. When you stroke and when you ye. And now ujonku so ene ya uya. Bomodin pa na for nature. Medimafo Herbal Center. Say ye muja brosro wa hrawa no brebrum. Uba so fefro ba nyama nhyede nko ye maw. Bema jinso yi ya na e wo so. Enso pese onye mo ba eroso nko ye a. Mebacho Dr. Time that so and Rebecca was some media mouth. Medimafo Herbal Center no. From 0244 774282 0500 727215. Nkra obo hu mo pokwase mayira na wa wo kumase ebuakwa agogo bia ne government school ne dey hwe mo. Dr. Time that so the Lord is our ultimate healer. Electroland Ghana Limited, the home of quality electronic appliances. Me pacho, se o promote akwan e wo techimana. Womane back to the dine di hwede mu e main Kumasi station. Se wo Kumasi abo Kasi Junction, Tech Junction. Adenta hwehwemo nkran hwehwemo adenta barrier. Dansuman Runabout Industrial Area. BN Medical Plus ne di hwede mu. They have offices in Sunyani, Mankasim, Cape Coast, Takrade and Atamale. Read them on 024 594 9495 0245 949495. Then he just say electronics are one more eton wono. One more brands no number 1 a demu four. And the batch up electronics are a papa padia a Electroland Ghana Limited. Say TV, air conditioner, fridges, washing machines, kettle, rice cookers, any electronics and home appliances bia opebiaro Electroland Ghana Limited. Brand bia opebiaro dia won sabeka say Nasco product, media product, Samsung product, TCL product. Ebusande nyina say odo we chere Electroland Ghana Limited dia won sabeka. And anyway, my guest in the studio now Yenia Bema Mahmoud Kabori, or a spokesperson for Honorable Kofi Amabua, Minister for Lands and Forestry. Watana say na yankasa ya wafa ya papa ya digina aya ura Kofi Capito na Kofi Capito what really comes into mind the Consumer Protection Agency. We are back after this break.
Techimano Fui, Electroland Abeja, near the Munamuniama Panning Answabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Prior showroom for front Kumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yedi Roma, sorry, Dino, and that's a backsword Nidia Nimche.
Property Samsung, TCL, Media, Nasco TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa Kahunina. Now, when in Bribi, Edicam for Baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's Rabatadie, Kahuna, Senya.
Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Ghana had the OBN himself a prostate. Na baby omutibi screening ema huni ye etu asia. Na Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Anasa a kidney, a liver problem. Hofa baby and ajujo. Na the friend premature ejaculation no. Be maybe a one would offer kwakweshia. Asa would dinner huagro. Asa wo tonte. Any ebra Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Na ya muao. E mane mema mo power. Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic. Wamu demufua. Yari bia infections bi na wo ho. Anasa bia wo sha wo fa baby na ajuju kidney problem prostate die Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic kumase ubehu Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic ewo konoma boy here na Accra hanso so die wo mu gina mu ankasa ewo Spintex baby friend share signboard no hudru na ubusasa wo pe Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic obia ebechiro for Endpoint ewo 0244867068 and 0274234321 Endpoint Homeopathy Clinic wo mu demu fo special local foods abakade enye aduane ne aduane o ye wa aduane ne wa aduane enye nwanwa se Ghana ha ahemfo eyi akese word na kese party akese se wo pe baabi a wo be serve wo ma wo ho se ye buffet ene wo mo ye se ye local continental dishes a wo bi atwa nani a Hajia special local foods e wo hacho atomic kwan no so ho no de enti e friend local foods ne se enye wo mo ye aduane a na wo mo atentam tomatoes apro meko apro jena apro garlic apro no de aye aduane se eya bontine aduane edi yenye ne bi saa dabi hagye asuro nyame etinye nwanwa se Ghana ha etitire se ministries agencies akese eyie ahemfo na nanom ahema mo wo mo tenase no wo si ye bedidi ye didi eziban ye didi a wo mo se momfra hagye special local foods efise hono ena aduane no ekoyie Ghana ha ba bia wo mutimi serve hagye special local food pese wo fra eye 024 635991 024635991 and as 05947972115 05947972115 na with them
Agofia hey brand new na edi na taro hu e fra no ahomeka heat patch so what yaw e wo ho ba bia na o de atare so enu etie wa bi na do bra wo si eyi pay ene sister na yasi ari no na oda ho no enti we de fatra no na ere sister J ahomeka heat patch atare wa yasi name a few minutes ene hade hey bra ene mi so hi bi power after construction ya na me back ne me neck pain ha me pa no na ma me papa e de kutia arthritis anybody pains and yeduma say ahomeka heat patch
hey bra ahomeka heat patch no aye aduma pa me feel heat bi abra me de tare no afebrity awa bi mo please na jume kra
I try to so say your back pain waist pain menstrual cramps any arthritis in kwadia use ahomeka heat patch what the herbs and oil it's a ginger and cinnamon and aye at phone call Alpha Duo Pharmacy Origin Chemist Pharma George Accra Palace Pharmacy Accra Buakwa Pharmacy Takrade Block Chemist Takrade and Malarigo Pharmacy Tamale the BFS 0599802297 FDA Ajidodin Kratoyatum
Abusafo Yamabakwa Baba SOMPA 106.5 FM you from me Abochie Koblada Matrasa Nevi for God and Country by producer Bright it's here Patrick is also here and Yenu Abe Maswa or streaming your social media pages for us. I'm talking about Sarfo Kantanka Ewaha. But my guest today, Binia Kabori Mahmoud Ekasama, the Minister for Lands and Forestry, Ewaha. Ye papa, ye bra. Because Miswaka Tekete na Kofi Kapito. TV3 na bita help Consumer Protection Agency or no. Me mama kwa babio, but I mean fan show say. So say the fight against Galamsey. Say Usha fight na koso na. I don't know. Anti-Galamsey tax force ahodoɔ. Eburu be million e wo Ghana ha o.
My na was a
sure.
The more no pamphlet ni number so. You find che modro ma wati for all over the globe. My mentia my papa prekope it's a rare privilege sharing the platform with him. No cre by Bosumika Kenya Ghana for the to me share Ura John Romani Mahaman sa. So yeah, I hear from a good year too na Eddie Butu na yeto say Kwambonia. If I should to Sikako na agents who was one way I said to any Mia Tian, you ever near to us here. Na Ubia to my end of Compasso na agent for some perfume. Buy a number 2p na yaye. SOMPA near the Agu Aquamu. Na we begin to see positive signs on the wall. Abrabomu to Anamoko anymore. There's a need to do a pause and reflect. And Tiekwe Edimnusinto shortfalls, weaknesses Kakara identify has to do with the uncoordinated way operations Ekoso. Yamheya bedroom revenue. Afanu kura kwa kambu mwa ya mfa papa enkoba. And unti as an answer to that question no. And then just last Friday 26th and he called inaugurated Ekubia from the NIMOS.
The
NIMOS.
The NIMOS.
National Anti-Illegal Mining Operations Secretariat.
Okay.
Sa kubata yekuwa all agencies, all security institutions are omona ebo am yakugala say omuna ewosubie. So it's not a new committee. It's just an amalgamation of all the security institutions. And boom say, let's have a more refined, a more coordinated platform. Even who say no are free or pro-forest. If we were then we are able to count our glories, identify potential gaps na yetimia close in now minor fanantumapa afra. Because the guy am saying they will be as well as me call akwa
galamsey.
Both those with mandate, those without mandates in Nanamu. About us are a bayadine. One way across Chinankunani Pabon for the Omohua Aqua. Just last 2 weeks. Unianimal consents more skill minus you wrap a planning and Crawford.
And that's
right.
Yeah.
Unlawful seizure of the items. Be complaining of extortion, and be complaining of what? Who is in charge of those operations? And to say, since the money to know be a winning dinner. And to say, the age that Nimos dear. Na Tangia baby and Quia we have will be a bit to me a bisan of questions about the entire banners. Baby Quia so were people we can give the glory to. Galamsey in top and new showmanship. It is not about how many cameras you put on yourself. It is about real intelligence gathering, real intelligent verification, and doing the real time operations. It soups. Because Sebi, you buy a catcher Ghana for say out of about 288 forest reserves Okum had. You buy a Galamsey for Adriana 44 aboso. Some 44 about 9 be more. Now a no-go area. In fact, the kind of ammunitions are a crowd woman. It takes a lot of security planning to be able to overpower them. Sir and Konoing and I know because I'm happy to report say a team secure more for the state. Akaba with the dense forest. Now the Aman the Densry
I don't know why.
Densry was somewhere in the Ashanti region. Now the Ama who say, yeah, Kaka see operation winging. I will not show any video of our operations. But the Kobas a dire operation were brewing kind of Subri forest.
Yeah.
Kobas about 30 seconds video here. Now yes she crooning a day. In Tiama as we speak. The illegal miners in Densry are on a high alert. And the BBC say one year thorough security planning. You end up securing the forest all right, but Muja and Kwango it will be overwhelming. And the kakran.
No, but Saukasa this year yes. On high security alert. What does it mean? Is it supposed to mean say they are protective of where they are with arms?
Because no go area. What I mean is that these people are armed to the teeth. Sometimes security agencies going to be.
Ghana for
most of their security guys, you know.
Ghana this year.
Most of their security guys are not Ghanaians. Be a Burkina base.
And those
be a Ivory Coast. I'm not saying say will be seen yet. Sometimes the arm couldn't be and yet the usual akodi who say good pussy for the soldier for man. And that makes them very powerful.
So maybe so the 9 forest reserves will come with some. Which train say a no-go area. What me 8?
That's right.
Aka 1.
That's right.
Now 8 no mo kwa hoje no. One year na ekura arms and nobody guarded those forest reserves no. One more responded to yes moko yes moko hoje yes answer.
Official reserve for instance. Omune mranti the anti-galamsey team Bueni my honor Obutwa forest guard. The guy is still battling for his life at Konfanochi. And
there was nothing like shooting every Ghana
operations I cannot put out here. Sometimes there are security issues. Operation details I cannot put out. You see here, the most important thing is that we have been able to secure official reserve. But me kase because we show video kakrebi about when kind it makes the only and sometimes when you are not careful, you end up eliminating a lot of innocent lives in the name of securing one forest reserve. We are using other security strategies. We'll take the course of Gama, they will not know to be able to. And say, those who think fighting the illegal menace is about putting camera on wherever you are going, that's not a solution. Yes, Obia high, Obia tete. How be as a Galamsey essay and essay and that. But is the solution really disrespecting people, undermining authorities, and trying to do what is not justified. I don't think so. And then NIMOS is coming to be a solution to you have gone into the forest, you've made an arrest, at least some results has been achieved. What's next? But what's next? Do we ask those people those questions? And to your best session, the equity. When you pick any intel, communicate with the for fear of extortion in the account. This team, this task force, the fact that before you go on any operation, you must have your body cam on. Body cam no be Ministry of Lands, Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Defense to know say yemrantia ye so mo call Nibri Forest no one far no ne pe ankoye de ope. Yeah. Sometimes there have been a few allegations by some of the people we arrest and apprehend. They say no buy treatment here the two apempem ye won na me yare na say. So you say you have a limit. Overpower, allow the police to come in to arrest, now you process your more for prosecution. But what I say, body cam no also be boy ama. Obi ntimi go jina nka say Jack ire acho. Excavator ide mame taku anasem poa. Body cam here can ho asem to the ordinary Ghanaian na wotie yen. I want to brofo no body cam na ye denga. Dey make nyina ma me a wotie your friends asokwa edwam. Dey make nyina say ya hyehyɛ so nkwa abɛfo kwan so atwamfoni a yɛde bobɔ ntade manye kakraka aka na ne yɛde twa abusua bronya photo no da bi we yɛ atwamfoni nkumankuma a ba bia nipa no nam bia bɔ na tare mu bia e show de wo yi bia enu ba me yahunu se soja ni no one galamsey ni bia konya nkutahudie bia masikatua bia ma wagyae no as against the mining nyina adwuma ide ahye ne sa ana se o yɛ de o mine no se nyɛ de yenye ebeboa. We have also instituted a technology. For instance, say be an omokwakwe operation wo be a Jimra Forest Extension Compa 21. You fly drone e wo Compa 21 the whole day. Into real time videos. Yeah wo engine room wa hani e what the military. And why the controls are na? When they control the engine room. Yeah. There is a standing team 24/7. Obiana 24/7 they rotate. Wow. 24/7. And I wish one day the media will come to the ministry. Young Korean agency, young restaurant. Then you look at how a net a buy de a bear for council persuaded to illegal. Sansi said no more betuya na mwana mushase. Oh yeah, by na a lot of them have taken. In fact, they've been a year at Dreampo. Of course, you know. The Minerals Commission CEO no or you be a watena ho amanda na osan etwa na dwuma so nti ade na ye diason say ne ebeye reality. I don't believe in apportioning the glory. I believe in mfaso Ghana for enya film so obi na nya diason no obi amana bamunda obi abo no homode nti eye hyehyɛ ya nei na ekoso drone ni ade eto nyina ye baye na yetimi aye abanda da drone or cars wato nyina and there is part of investigation because ye baye drone atabu ba gugura ye hunu no ministry ho. So they are all part of the oral work here because I know there is a different topic for a different day, but the year can you say these are the things we put in place the person making sure say there may be a see ya antrayin insensitive or maybe say nine months here to say interministry are not civilians baby woman at there be interministry are there now was civilian secretary, civilian chairman, one. This one is purely security. Now ohwe said the ahihye no no a when him say ba bia galam say fu we no ukomu a ho na ndubone no so wo soro pa. Yeah, because abrewa nin kran die no exactly so mu yi accept no kakra me hu say exactly yeah omo uncover obi acrophobia no mu de ho adani dwa won edi. Fantastic. So you cannot go to those areas without a presence or an officer from narcotic control. And this committee I can was a team of moving narcotics bika ho. Of course I know ho na be hu na doncho atia bofre ene otomfo pestre ne de aka ho. So you cannot go to these areas without members of Commission of Small and Medium Weapons Commission. You cannot go to such an area without BNI and national security, because on daily basis we receive intel. You must get people cloud with the knowledge to do verification of those intel. Say that I'll be to me, I'm back on your soup. So national security, BNI, they are all part of it. Police, I would say military na overpowering the party. Military undoubtedly are part of it. But police are also trained specially to maintain law and order. I'm going to me making arrests, non-processing people for court. So the police as an institution is also part of it. A detailed security committee. Every endemic region, we have 6 endemic regions. 6 endemic regions. If you say Galamsey, Atiati, say Ohopa. All these 6 regions, you have 40 troops, standing troop. At all time, they will pick an intel, verify the intelligence, and go on that soup. Enti yabeshe Ghana phone na abamu peni phone na ankra nyina say uhunu say ye Galamsey kwambone so babia ya report mom. They are more than capable. Ombejina omani nyina na mu na omotu Galamsey na say amomai ya for yantuma pafra. Aside the enforcement, because this is an enforcement strategy. Aside the enforcement ya ye there are multi-pronged approaches, so I did go kwa ni nyina geared towards say betimi adi Galamsey kun sun tokwa. Now you substitute irresponsible mining with responsible mining. One of them, how we want to control excavator, inflow of excavator. Do you believe? And now BJD say, as I fit 2024, import commodities a back room ha. The 3rd largest import commodity non-value was power was excavator. Excavator import value stood at $6 billion as of last year.
Wow.
And now at the port, excavator be able to be first of all extract. You're tracking. Even before new rabbi track it. Last month, I saw this said excavator be able to do tema port before new rabbi the owner must come to our ministry to tell us why that excavator is being brought to the country. This are caveat number. Just a month and small days, a few days in it. About 3,000 excavators sitting at the port. People are not able to justify for it. Because our banner is only quarry. They were going to say quarry company documents, bra. Obana is only road construction. You can go for a road construction certificate, bra. Obana also here genuine mining company crowd here you mama no confirm the documents, bra. It's because of that 3,000 in just 1 month and few days. 3,000 excavators at the port. 2,000 I just say is in sober. And these people, we've given them ultimatum. And me no so now when to me and bam making justification and clear automatically. It will confiscate it to the states. Now I chair am assembly because let's say now they baba ye bone. Most of my margin say ni DM so. Oh, me of entry acquiring company. The mama me of entry the about ya tracking machine dada. And you of entry you ma okra na de kwedi nsem money a. Ye nkwache ye baba chi of entry. Nti eno so ya kokobọ a eno de wunya ne ba bia low key me na mete ho amam. More companies are a bit more shares, a person of money more deals. Now, some machines be very careful because your tracking device locate some machine to any forest, any water body, any designated area. A minor penny mining or now ye not ye hua. Yen chili pacro on ye case. What was I want the Albert Cliff report no when you're about bedding, you're about foul. We are getting closer to controlling this. We believe say it may control excavator. We are almost 50% away from controlling illegal mining. Because we say wakochi excavator there. Now they are betting the same forest. No be any excavator their program. Where is it coming from? But it may block on or port one excavator mabibria. Yet in inside New Year, what's that of February?
countries are yeah neighbors with them no. Ebi more you don't think say they can channel some of those excavators through some other countries. But them say ebi more countries near landlocked.
That's right.
But don't you think say there are ways and means
in fact
between the few other countries they are.
See different niggas over to Boabo and NCB so. Our land borders there educate who come away that. There was standing teamwork, not just for excavators. They are in fact in the coming days, President Mahama will be inaugurating that team. They are in charge of only operation related to mining, including smuggling of gold. And to say, oh, the excavator for Burkina Uromwa, you must justify. Oh, the excavator for Togo Uromwa, Benia Uromwa, Africa, so you must justify. And I don't think people will have justification of doing that. Until I know the NCC. In fact, your neighbors will be hire on for excavator and earth moving equipment. Just this morning, the free and Opanamico sister station, we do La Paz once. Burkina for excavator no more other lie be say hani you could hire no me no. So sometimes it's even cheaper to do the water instead of the land. But the pabono for say the okay no opposite the bono opposite of faculty so you prepare or crowd that ye dey omo na me ka say another idea ye unim say mresante na kurom ha ye lances excavator
sa
how it is just obi the excavator tree farm so wakumi kwa obi the excavator ko bubu ma dia wa no kwa there's no trace and for the first time minister and the transport minister share any DVA like to my panel ya ma excavator owners and operators an ultimatum say mrenon sono wa excavator okrum ha bia get it licenses and plated and no be because so bo ba kwa Ghana for the boy amanyofo any abamufo kese pan say ade na mo ba mrantie na omutimi to excavator no machi omo na the real campaigns no muntimi enyo omo he. This is the situation where wako sites wako ya arrest mabunu na oti machine so bisa say why site ni a ya bona no onkasa opekura for two chile no so ombo ni pakuro di sabi wo so dimi hwe excavator kala ngase excavator we dem susu be ye wontu media wontu nkasa enunti to say the best way I able to identify the real owners of these machines is by getting them registered. Or register me by who has a baby say operator say one excavator ni. By just the number plate, I should be able to verify from DVLA who owns that excavator.
Good.
Na yakwako pekino. We no nyina e geofencing technology a ye nhihye shonkomboa abefo kwan so na ye de ate the impact and na ye de to the illegal and irresponsible mining. I say, yeah, can you know offer? Yeah, here will end up solving one problem but be creating another. It's a bro one in can one number one rantium pimdu. Omunina no more buffy. Dear no more ye. Where are they? How are they feeding? Until here comes in alternative livelihood. You say no. Yeah, alternative livelihood program no. You're tuning cooperative mining and skills development program. I've tried to have friend comes there. And no ANCCS from quite day back. Because if you want me at as I say, Mabuno Awakwe Galam say, no one who 30,000 Ghana cedi a day, 150,000 Ghana cedi a week peno. Okase oh yeah alternative livelihood. Now command a paswo, okwa command to my ponfa, any sebe, the depamo a year. And you do obey. No way really real with ourselves. And you do obey. And the best way is to get the alternative livelihood in the same mining sector. But this time, one our to regularize an activity no, with environmental preservation and conservation being your major focus. Anti-cooperative mining schemes, you know, a piloting program, no more friend community mining. And yet, cooperative idea, Mrata actually, actually, local bajoku sronko woman are done the woman omuti kromo hwe omudwumadie a report to my minister actually ya sans why says sronko say be a cooperative mining scheme no wo de no wo manso kwanta ana manso adubia. There is a large mining company who a friend Asanko Gold Ghana. Asanko no be a mentor to you the smaller obey mentee. Now I offer technical guidance and support. ye ne say man ye ne say we na edinsun sanso bone baba ntijaye ye we na edinsun sanso baba o oboase a obenya anglo gold o takwa obenya gold fields o ni ahafu Kenya azene botemu a obenya Newmont no de omkeka ho. This is a way we trying to do the mentor-mentee relationship. Not large mining companies now. Omujuma di emfansun sanso bone bi ambre no. Oma guide cooperatives no. Am oma ye no in an environmentally friendly manner. If you say yes sir, mabu no do no omso munya adwuma nyenti. Omu tututu ba bia, omu wura nso bia mu, omu wura kwaye bia mu na edin so sanso bone bre no. Eto be de betwa. So what a gold board act.
Yeah.
And also gold board in the coming days again say it will make a allocation of certain revenue time to time. You be training some of these. A bit maka say be ha ya ba or to bridge Jacobu for me na be quiet or boas impotem ho nyina na ya fam nyina bi atutuga hotel bi ya di na otwe ya training mu nyina artisanal miners in how to mine in an environmentally friendly way. Yeah, the industry expert aba, yeah, the media personalities aba, yeah, the one who can be a woman in our bar, you sending in our boy.
Kabori, and she said, yeah, what can be brave?
That's right.
The mamma would go up with mamma, would quotia a galam say, dear. What can it be brave?
That's right.
And the Bob Ben Pan and would be a Ghana for ni a bread Ben Pan and Mosha galam say no queer Moshasia, Bosamode Abefu. And she say, you know, about the room. Your cat timelines are. I feel unquery, you know. Now, you ain't any in Artiana.
Well, yeah, dear money, a ding, a mammy said, my timeline. The fact that since one right, Jai or Hono, said the Dampany can, is it be a din fear do an Ayachiano? Your father couldn't know. Since some of them will persist for a while. Until so will be I say over 5,000 hectares of forest cover. Now you just introduce tree for life. I feel now we reclaim us and I would be now see the pakro say by end of year. Quite brutal business Jinawa. Any magic and a crofasa. Sad timeline when you give a time will catch up, reality will catch up with you. But what I say, stability level. You can see a group how broso stability moves from 1 to 500 NTUs. More than Ghana water Timia Dandan soon and near my and the stability are moving from 5,000 to 12,000 NTUs. You can't. So serious. It's serious. Ama last year, Bonsa treatment plant in Takwa shut down. Basically, it's still shut down because it cannot process the water. No,
so it was a bibichi margin.
Yes.
Eti galamsea. Nanu ada abanya o free so. Ka se wo kun galamsea. O free abenua so no.
Yeah.
Na galamsea eda so ekoso gidigidi e wo yema.
In fact, for me, Ubisamia, per the data mebe to ministry, and then century ibe hunu ye as far as our environment is of concern. Meka sa abanyo otwa mo be share galamsea mu kana wa mekon galamsea.
Really?
Yenyi politics and to senior. Why was say or yen sheye atu at the boni ase ye makwa mi enko wura kwa ebreto mu nkose no asa ye mra se wetimi aba mama kwa mu wura kwa ebreto mu. Who does that? The whole fight against illegal mining is about protecting our environment. Nti usa kwa ye mra like 2462 section 3.2 na hono amampani to me environment minister to me say obi pe concession wo forest ma yem fama no kutua. How was that a justification say na when me ni pa say obeku galamsey? Look at the Frimpong Boateng report. Look at one more party penifo in that till date. Proper sanction men by any of their party members before moving about.
Most of buy no report no.
Yes. It's part of a Juma or for ye. It's part of a Juma yes yeah and not being a preliminary investigation Michael Vivi Akonta mining Jina. I'm happy to report Akonta revoking the licenses. Yeah, the preliminary investigation ama Attorney General where Jina so invited the director of Akonta mining Ura Chubosi Akubun to me at the first stage. In the coming days, you know, Attorney General the name Shaya the name. So what I say. And clearly they never had a political will to fight illegal mining.
And you think your party has that political will?
I've only used Abrowan as a justification. Community of 10,000 people can never there could never be a possibility to say omu nyina MP before. Ntina ndisi fo omu dia and am ban timi nya kokuduro ko wura mu e chiguro ni nyina dwere be dia. Then this government knows only one enemy, who is doing irresponsible mining. It doesn't matter which political background or political affiliation you come from. You stand in the way of the state, you have stand in the way of the government. And to me, you are no more of those on my banner. So, bimpo wa dream bisa on to no for. And of course, you're buying as part of stakeholder engagement. You've engaged and engaging even political persons. And sometimes Benisi about that more the free patch what does it. We have engaged our party regional chairman. Said, wow. This is the position of government. Yeah, here for ye yonti. Into what china, the ye now they all say, what by now banti chinchina, they open our choir. When the law is caught up with you, obedient member patch. And no one who said, oh, yeah, people do demonstration. And those are not yet too late. Yeah, bayaba. No, watch your party chairman. Now, let's just say, but within
the land ministry, no. Where you sit, say oye womukasa mafo no. Bisa say what is mwankasa mo party adihye bi mu eye galamsey ama mwankasa mo to anamon akoho ani oni akodi nkomo ana.
Well, we've not had specifics. Sometimes a blanket statement. And I've always said it's a blanket statement. Owin, Honorable Oscar Labidi Ebayi, Minister Nkasa co-speaker referred the matter to speaker. Minuka say, you know, there is a committee set up by speaker. Omuye Honorable Oscar Labi investigation. Despite the fact why you end this in anybody who want to shield could have swept that under the carpet. But the man is facing a committee and an investigation is ongoing. And he specifics. Kabore wofa crown ko ye galamsey wa asu boy. They are bomb wofa din ye kwa offer investigation. NDC4 we are more than 6 million. The NDC need their hand. So let people be specific as part of intel now with the mine. A beboa my yes we do manayefo.
Mami di komo we tia wana benye. Nana bibi ba boating bibi ba hene Drabin traditional area. I don't know if it's a minor though. But the men will have been in the Edin Komokakra. Nana, that's saying.
You so.
Bibi Abo there.
Bibi Abo, Nana Bibi Abo, CEO Crystal Mining Consult.
Crystal, CEO of Crystal Mining Consult.
Yes.
Good. Now, Mohammed's quest, sir, Aya Galamsea, Kosro, Ewo Memuha, Opeso Tuasiero. Nana, what am I? But him say we are minor dear. How do you say it?
How do I see it? And not say you know
na. What's your first so a two asieno? Because ye nim say our memu hano. Ebi mu baye. The then past government. One we can say one two asiye. To the extent say your man paying that crowd in the presidency here to line also. Eko wiechire do ye hu bibia. Na minim say no you are in that industry. Is it possible say galamsey or Ghana ha ye metime to ase?
Yo mini amedasi. Mamima sompa ni.
Pacho sompa Accra for God and country.
Mamima wekifo nyina aha. Mwajibre na omuntie sompa awie na medabasi so say ma from awie efa entemo a efo mine ho na mo badwuma dwene eyampa galamsey amai abinda da no wutwa mu no oye na dwene senka obi tu ase nanso no de ne de ni metumi aka sisi pen say na nyese obi tu ase na o pamo wo mu a yehwe wo mu animu a yesisi say wo mu nyina ban mu no mu ye adwuma ni bi no o yi wo mu afiri no ama wo mu a wo na ban mu no party chairman ne DCE for ne one for a party affiliates ena akutu ampa no mi hu say ekoso This is actually yehu yan say party mpanimfo na agege nsase na omu na 80 yehu yan say MCs ne DCs na say de omu na ehwese bitu galamsey no yehu yan say party chairman ne party district officer omu ni die ni mu afi de omu na 80 na nipa no awo si wo kutu ade na se no afi de wayi omu a edwuma omu agtai omu jai wie ya wakofa bibia esi efre no community mining yemi sase community mining kwan yon faso yi odwuma ene si esi galamsey e kwan yon faso yi omo odwuma ensunsun be ni dem ensunsun bia no ba bia enti me ma na konya na ode to so no de me meka se na ye camouflage kake so wo ya men kofo nyu se wo bitu ase na enso no in a disguise no na wo hwese ni party company for example ye tie nsem ni bi trimpon bo aten report ni ade ba ya ye no mo kan say na party no kra beda ni ne study ye party it's an party ni niska nti ye makwan man kofo nkutu afedi kutu ne ko chichi wo mo a excavators ya ye ti say ya ko chi wo mo afedi excavators ni na ayira ayira ko di hin ye ni beti excavators ya ayira wo mu nyina san ko chi wo mu ha wo mo ye dwuma nti aban data ne de na nyesu wo bitu ase na emum ye hwe omo maso ne ehu se wugina bonkum a ye se wo koyedi wugina nifa a ye se wo de ye ma anya bi ta na akoye na ye coming forward wo bisa me en omampani de wo ye omampani mahama kwan ya wo fa so so bitu ase se obia wote mani aso bia no enim se ultimi mfa na wotwe anase dakrope enka se wo tuma wagu mani adwuma enu de ba bie ni wa bitumi ayi nsa na nipa no also onye adwuma nya no wa bie amnada ho wa bie fix onye adwuma no ye na kina ho na be ba bekata so enti wo mo aye legal mining kura no a wo mu kura license aban mo mutumi krata so mo nya adwuma mo ye mo adwuma wo kwampa so no a mineral commission ne inspectors ko wo mu nyom ko strata wo mo no wo mo ko no mu samfunso bi wo ho a wo mo ko no mu samfunso bi wo ho a yomo kan say o bo so me sende ana na otwi mi sende ye be ba no age wa rectify sample so no samna bi na watu na bi aba bi eda no eye danger zone ena wo sa kata so ansa no watu so on ba mu oje adwuma no na wakata mra no so kata so you continue doing the work ekino won't mean ka so bi oye mine no prekope na mu obi a wa ye galamsey oni nkraka muntie ni yes wo ye proper man wo wotumi krata nanso no edi adwuma wo ye namfunso bi wo ho enti no ye rectify ye boa no mineral commission for be boa na mana ye ta adwuma na ansa no ato so aye adwuma na obi a ono woni krata de ye mfa sa akrokro no nkomenchen Sarfo no de eni o mampani betumi yetumi identify wo mu say aha no wo wo eni o mampani tumi stop wo mo prekope so obi amfina fidie ni ho na afidie no a wo die no kra no ansa na abata se wo mu nya adwuma no wo se wo pe nipa mo gina wo so mo kata mna no a wo mo bia to wo no so ansa kra na o man kwa se wo nyina fidie mfiri ana se wo nya adwuma no ya wo gaye enti ye hwe anamontu a o mampani NDC aban ba ene o mampani president Mahama anamawa wo tuwe enka ne kwa so ano no na me mamenka sendinchiro
na wada opportunity
board no a samija mfida no a o mampani ba wo mo ahye mukna a me fanse PMMC no a me mo ahye mukna se enye dwuma ni yie no na ikatiro se o mo di o mo nsiseye eni wo mo niema o mo atregu nkrata aso so mo de be yedwuma e be kakra no bi akra kon so be yeganam se di esanse wukutu a wunnya ba bi kra na azu sika na akoso okoton e na oyi wadin so be smoke so ne yetewa punishment ye de be ma wo no nti no wunnya kra wo se emle bi etwa na o ye gana ni a wunni ho kwan kra se gold kra no kra bi ene nyina nhyehyɛ mu no e wo ho se wonnya miner ana se wunni license a wunni ho kwan se gold kra nka wo so ene nyina sa amra no e wo ho so ho na se gold board no enam so omo na issue license nti no na wo kototo ayi no a wo de bebre wo omo nti no e wo se wo the source of getting that gold no e wo se wo de ka enti untimi nko ka che enko twere bibia nse wo se koto gold no crystal mining consult e brefa crystal mining consult but also
Wow, Nana.
Ultimate country gold board for some gold, no. Our Crystal Mining Consult, at the Crystal Mining Consult, and seeing so amount of gold to be a mount. It is a bad way baby a Crystal Mining Consult say, when I don't go to mass much as much and after there be any problem. That is a him of fire, not as a cow more. Boa Magalam say Cosuono, or cow more. It means say here, Oka said Nenqua, which was ya, and me MPP time the kind say, and not be a precopenua, which me to us, and then also. Sɛdeɛ meka sɛ wɔn de wɔn baeɛ no na wɔn nyɛ wɔn adwene sɛ wɔn bi tu aseɛ wɔn yɛ wɔn adwene sɛ yɛyi nipa no bi efiri mu ama yɛn nkurɔfoɔ nso abɛyɛ bi but wei deɛ president mahama ɔno a waka to hɔ sɛ woyɛ n'aban mu nyi woyɛ n'apɔnkye wobɛn no wɔn pɛ sɛ man ne adwuma no koraa no wode wo ho bɛhyɛ mu bi nti ne nyinaa yɛ adeɛ a ɛbɛtumi adiscourage nkurɔfoɔ nti mɛsrɛ wɔn a edi ɔmampani ɛyɛ NDC for party chairman for ne party members ya wɔn no deɛ ɔmampani aka no wɔn pɛ so wɔn gu n'anim ase no saafoɔ no na ɛwɔ sɛ national security ne asogyafoɔ ne ɔde sɛ na authorities no ɛhwehwɛ wɔn akyiri kwan ne ɛkye wɔn ɛyɛ titititi bi wɔbɛkɔ ɛkyɛ NDC chairman bi wɔ ha adan ti na mo nim sɛ NDC chairman na ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ. Na mon kɔfrɛ no emisa no kwan yɛ ɔfa so onya ne nkrata so wɔn nkrata fine adwuma no na onye ne yi a mineral commission for bɛhwɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ adwuma no yie ontumi nkɔka so onyae na mmom wɔn a ɛnni nkrata no a wɔsɛ ɔyɛ party member ɔyɛ party chairman ɔyɛ party secretary nti wɔwɔ ho kwan so ɔno nso kɔyɛ adwuma no bi no wɔn mmom na yɛpɛ sɛ president Mahama de wɔn set example na n'asɛm a wɔka yɛ na nkɔyɛ sɛ Kufuor adedie no bi sɛ wɔde na konya to so nanso akyire akonya no wɔsan tambɔ ne bono daabi na mmom deɛ president Mahama aka no sɛ na banmufoɔ woyɛ NDC ni woyɛ ho party chairman na ban no na woyɛ n'apɔnkye na wo so bɛyɛ mine bi a wɔsɛ ɛpamra kwan so na mmom ne galamsey no ɔmo na wɔsɛ yɛdi wɔn akyi na yɛhwehwɛ sɛ yɛsɛ party chairman bi yɛ bi wɔ nyinahini yɛsɛ party chairman bi yɛ bi wɔ bɛkwae yɛsɛ party chairman bi yɛ bi wɔ ɛhefa wɔn mo nhwehwɛ ne nkrataa mu sɛ wɔyɛ NDC chairman do na adwuma no a wɔreyɛ no wɔnam na kwan so na ɛyɛ adwuma no okura nkrataa onkura nkrataa wey yɛ simple method and a simple mathematics.
Nana what am I so? Yɛbɛtumi di nkɔmɔ no aba wieɛ yɛme nhyɛ apa sɛ yɛne ɛdi nkɔmɔ mede ase pa sɛ ɔbae yo Nana Bibi ba hene Dwabin traditional area also a CEO of a mining firm and artist no Edin Komo. But there are some messages on Facebook. Quickly, let me say. The attack against the suspended Chief Justice are not only attack on her person, but on the entire judicial system. We must rally behind our democracy and reject any attempt to erode justice, independence for political convenience. Resetting Ghana agenda indeed. And Teacher Constitution also says that, isn't the NDC that was against the building of the National Cathedral? What's the meaning of a National Day of Prayer if you are against the building of a National Cathedral? Greetings to Kuka, JFK, and Chairman Hopeful, emanating from Inshaeso, Mr. Owusu Bempa. Ko Mensa Pillar 2 says that Happy Republic Day to all Ghanaians, especially Hajia Safia Mohammed, next MPP National Women Organizer, and Honorable Naomi Owusu, next Greater Accra Regional NPP Women Organizer, hopeful by Ko Mensa Pillar 2. And this one says that we for sell Ghana, manage and fee. That is what it says in there. And I know there are some other live messages also on Facebook. And Edum Alexander, let us be sincere. And then Kofi also says that we call them artificial ladies. I believe he's referring to what AVRAM Ben Moshe and Kofi Kapito was also saying. Nana Kofi again says that we call it milk bush. I don't know what exactly he's referring to, but Dika Morgan says it is true. And then Nana Kofi comes back and says that the eyes of the ladies, they call those ones the cat eyes. We have been brainwashed by the whites, but forever, says that my radio has been turned off. I don't get to understand what you are just saying. And Nana Kofi says that before the marriage, with the you would be given by a family, so they know each other very well. Now we choose the ladies for ourselves, and she's advertising for her daughters. I believe this was where she was referring to some comments by a caller right here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. Kindly forgive me. And Jabusia says, Minia Kabori, you have listened to the conversation over here. Yenim said the Komodo Koro. Bibia ebe fine now. I know, sir. I just know, sir. Idea your fight, you know. Said here. MPP for the enemy.
Rightly so. It's the hope of many Ghanaians, but it's the duty of the privilege to serve. And yes, baby, only a dream or fear so nanti we've been given a mandate. The mandate is to protect ourselves from our own selves in terms of the irresponsible we are in. I believe you will win it better way. Winning it doesn't mean we are getting everybody doing irresponsible mining behind bars. Winning it means getting majority or all Ghanaians in the mining industry to accept responsible mining practices as against irresponsible.
But there's one thing that is worrying me. Chinese nationals now mochi omono. Ehina mudi omoko.
I am on the side of the law, where the law says the law must deal with the person. So I am on the side of the law. Say China ni any of my no bo abra. I was and of course yesterday, as part of briefings, CID boss Yemami leader don't call the buyer. She briefed the entire country about China phobia in Eastern region and how we prepare them for quarter or facing various stages of prosecution. There is another school of thought who believes look, already someone had the mother. So if we can get other benefits in the form of bilateral relations near there, why not? But I don't believe in that school of thought. I believe in the position of the law. Nipano abakrumha. When you see Mrani, how can you come to a country with a tourist visa and I say for purposes of tourism, not only work permits, not what back year Juma, only Juma a farmer so we Juma Bejan as Bonnie was. I don't think we should allow you to go back to your country. Until in the coming days we see a lot of prosecution as far as some of these Chinese national.
And you know, Ghanaians had Ghana this year and banking all their hopes on you. Say Galamsey ni dear. Shebe afinko ne wie no. Ni ehu nsakraye kesipa or the fight against Galamsey.
Ghana for moye. Now munjintum say shebe afinko ne wie no. Now obi a oboso tuska kokol no. Na wato to the binding line ni into no kwampaso. I don't believe in giving timelines like I've told you from the start. I believe in practical solutions. Say DNA no be say ye preach, ye provide avenues. Ye boni pa kwampa ebetimi otuska. One of the reasons why cooperative is coming on board. And they say many people say they don't even have money to acquire lances on their own. And so we say okay, say me wa fa ntwem ko an nisika obabaje lances there. Any abochi fa osika kam wo fa ntwe ho me so me fa me de emra owura yin fa na de emra kofi me of kofi capital fa na de emra na yen kan bom it becomes cooperative na yen kwaje licenses back.
Okay, but unim
until the avenues are provided for people to be able to engage in responsible mining and on the year bomb pa afin ko na wie no na nipa dodo no in the mining industry have accepted to join the responsible way of mining. Abanasa indirectly illegal mining dies off. So
so me na me kwa ahoma so na me ndi nkobo isisi a yenya eye kasama fo a o kasama eye gold board eye ye nua be ma Kwame Minka o ahoma so Kwame na ti say
Me ho ye na also what is Eminia.
Adom me ho den pa. Na say
o ka say dey say adom ya o. Adom.
Kwabie, say enye ne tie say gold board. Enye dia mo beti ase pa say. So obi ba beton gold e di amamo a. Sa nipa no oye online since that nya dia mo ne be deal. No kra na.
No kra but enye say gold board me free them. NAS name emrana ewo gold board no eno na eye nhia eda ye so se e what ye man ye adwuma enti ekwan a obi betime di gold hudwa e wo man Ghana ene se obenya tumi krata na gold board e sha se ye de madodo na sabra ye ka se edipa over 300 and a license no ye tumi aboy ye homoni a ye de amomo na sere be ya ye be ma pepe your krampa ye adwuma no nothing so aggregators ni omo within the value chain obetimi ehunu amanfo a omo license na what you mean ka
me ton kapa
yes sir aggregators ni omo gold keke no ehunu amanfo omo fa to me krata no in the spirit of transparency no yetimi e de omo manya license ni tin ene omo honsem agu your website no, which is goldboard.gov.gh. Oko bi ya ya train repository a obohu the edini nyina agu o se de be ya obi abehu se omo kura tumi krata ombetri edika no no. It is say there wo ya Ghana ni na wo Ghana na wo te Ghana na wo free Ghana now person with the gold who ga you need the gold board license in order to be able to operate, and this is as a result of the law that breaks gold board, which is the Gold Board Act 1140.
So see how can say air licenses who do a mode mano amano be 300 no. Is that supposed to mean say obi any je say wabaji license ni bia sabre ekwan sia na ana akwanya na daso
no akwanya na daso but you see this is what happened. Now, you deadlines are who do SOMPA no yes will be any. Now, deadlines are who do mind and they say by the time a deadline a ban a year. A comma ye say ubi PMMC and I say Lands and Natural Mineral Resource Minister may go to get ye to me kratano and obey me the dicano. By the time your friends a deadline the ban you know that aspect would have come to an end, and that is what we are enforcing. It is a saying one amukura PMMC to me krata one amukura Lands and Natural Resource Minister it to me krata would be good who's doing now ta akwenya no ye from as I say we are in the full Gold Board licensing regime, and no nana ye would have some agency can want some wabrana on incentive for a year ewo eye Gold Board nti no na ye bi tu ja sabre se de ye do Gold Board to my yenim as say no we need Gold Board license we need gold oga ewo my Ghana.
But you also talk about some cooperatives. Now cooperatives I don't want some to sign it here.
Okay, cooperatives what are you suggesting?
Say per license mining okay, I believe that is with your friend is saying from the lands ministry, so it doesn't fall within your jurisdiction.
No, what we are talking about is gold trading license.
Okay,
now my main we've done also and common people in order to enforce emrana the person here to make the Gold Board regulate the gold trading sector on the 8th of July 2025. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, ebedi animu, na ya part ya task force no ehontoma, na ya dine diama, Ghana ni wiase afana nyina ehunu se ye ya task force bi ombehwe ama ye mamra no aye adwuma. Mra bi te se emra bi ayasa etia eye gold smuggling. And afen so oni bi te se amanfo omubo omutrim no mo ankasa de omugo prices e de abetuga. Na de ba kwa Gold Board ye and you can check, anyone listening can verify. You talk on your website to see every day piano yeah the gold prices, Gold Board prices added to that. So the amount for you now who say gold boy that is what everybody is expected to comply with. But so go contrary to Tadia Emra no ma ye ho kwan say ye behwe na emra no anyway. And so task force no them to enforce san normal way abeye at the bonia say and also ekwetia you go to trade you know. Because in the end at the end you pay the education say oh my Ghana benya that maximum national benefit at the free your gold and other precious minerals no. Yeah.
Kwame, once a gold said the etieno. Amount for tax smuggling outside the country. I don't know our borders, you know. How are you going to ensure, say? Would you
question because I need to enter into another meeting. The question is because me when baby I work on, and you know that me no one so I know what you are headed. So I'll reiterate the fact that the task force, you know, any intelligence unit, ya build ya adjoined kabori bedi wa dance. Ya build ya adjoined to the task force, you know. Womona ebeboa said the needed intelligence are be here ebeboa ma task force na move in after the time obi ye bibi bonne no and after what smuggle gold no e get task force no dey be use e dey sa gold smuggling unwarranted pricing and illegal gold trading ni hujuma. So it is the task force that are going to aid in enforcing a gold board emrano at 1140. So task force no any solution to the smuggling, intelligence I gather any solution to the smuggling. And I think so to move forward with information and the fan call for more bonus where you could have if you may no normal way in the baby in Aswa you gold smuggling who ejuma.
Kwame, before I beja Marco Cracra, you himself co meeting be there, but I would want to find out from you. I was some pempensua yababe dree. Gold do saying na yebeti me can say more trading as at the formation of the gold board and they will take you over from the PMMC. How have you gold do saying na waiting me trading?
And Osha na your press conference na na my boss CEO some agency reiterated the fact that so far yet me I about some 50 tons and what yes I was saying now was career it is half of near on my Ghana it me it trade and I say it me export to here the whole of 2024 so the whole of 2024 no half of your my Ghana it me export to here no I have one million the needed forex no and no and a sabria ye kasa ya gold board eba nan ya yet by so half of Rokrano we ya kutani ya it is almost around the same sika on my Ghana na area yebu nkotote efre e dia pay free e IMF
esika saying
what me no me ya we say it's around bed sika na ye pay free ye free IMF for it's around bed $3 billion. So that's exactly how it's looking.
But your gold reserves, no, so Sabri Ejina saying.
Your gold reserve, no, we've had the needed accumulation. Ashe ama yesidi na huwa deno ejina penya yewe, which is sidi na huwa deno ekoso. So we have the needed reserves in that regard.
So what is the needed reserves?
The needed reserve is stability to ensure that CD no strength, CD no is stable.
Quantify the reserves in tonnage for us.
So, like I said, if you were listening, so far we've been able to do some 50 tons of gold. At one person, also say is and Kontana, you would know the figure.
So your gold reserves are you want to tell us and to put it on record that it's about 50 tons. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not basically what I'm saying. I'm saying that so far, in terms of export, we have 50 tons export, not the reserves.
So what is the reserve now? The capacity of the reserve, what is it now?
I may have to get back to you on the reserves.
All right, Binia Kwame Minka, I am fancy why, Midasi.
Minka
Kwame Minka. Hey, because I was secondary school, now lady be a me didn't come up.
Secondary school, come on, you Mummy nyina yamwa na gold board e dwumadi no.
Kwame bi gama finance ba say ebreti am. Yo ebusiafo. Kwame minka gold board kasama for that to 7 any din kobo. But I'm so surprised. Charlie, Kabore was me a surprise kakra. And again I gold reserves no. PRO gold board won't even country offhand.
Oh, say you know it's reported quarterly. And you know there be. Onye It's not a duty of gold board to tell us the reserve. It's actually
nobody they can ask. They can ask.
For me,
they can ask.
For me, available data I have suggests as of April, now your reserve stands at 31.7 tons. 31.37 tons or 31.7. I do the check again, as of Ghana's total gold reserves are 31.7 tons as of April 2025.
All right. Okay. So thank you. Let me pick some few more calls and see if we can end the conversation. Hello. Good evening. Cantamanto to say.
Who are the one on Bible? You be able to like a car about with the
then about where I am. I'm for say, you de be our friends. I was saying,
now one this you know already be a made petrol. You go good body or just the car one real woman go to easy. Any of my comment. Okay. Edika Mamencha, Dr. Brand, example. I'm in charge of the Kudia Frimpong. And then Safia Muhammad, and then Kankambweli. Gold board, as Sabia Omonkan wants them say, winning lances are ultimate tone good. Now, sir, Mr. Dora, tell me I made way. Let's say, Galamse, Poya, or more, two Galamse, yes, I see a NDC for by a agency. That's what to be. That's all Kotawa. Only lances are ultimate to another man day. I'm not your touch of you. Galamse national. Oh, let's say, and not be a commitment to you because and then I'm in social media. I'm not here. Oh, my God, can't find the idea. But just way, no mama, you know about you, yes, mama.
Bedase, I can't fear. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Prof.
Bebajawana, Meneka say.
Original farm, Mr. Chiman.
Bedase, it's your wine.
Prof, me that the American, the same, and I'm giving you no. Yaban we be person and then dum da bia nyama wo mu na nya so ma wo mu da bia na baba de ba kwen wan sa Ghana ya kwese sabi moto mon sa frem panyimfo no radio so a wo mu kasa no de so man no bi o man na koso kama ba o to ri so o man mu te ne to o man so re na wo hu ne sa god dan say o mu kan say garam say akun o ye se panyin say che mu dan ko no ka be kama bo mu nya sole pe hu na me bu dan say bi o sole so the party chairman fa e garam sa so bet makeno the message busa no so bet machine party tamato why galamza ko bana sa obet makeno jam bedem busa medase.
All right, medase pass over jumedi no so. Hello, good evening. Yeah, me pacho you go una last call why
na kobra boji
me pacho you the first man why I just time in the meeting
you kobra boji you tell me I can put them last
me pacho you the time you the first man may you wait for so.
Yo, but I'm saying, in terms of Pesamica, but I'm saying, you're so Ghana for we are fighting Galam. I'm my opponent, Galam, and I don't make my two attend or make my two attend because they will have a more year NDC country. Almost this time, I'm more guaranteed.
Maybe that's say, Kabori. A brush yourself was here and Casa now quickly under a minute. What's the main one here? Sorry.
Well, I've my pessimist for no.
A quick one, Pivato. We just have less than 1 minute to carry out our news.
Or more saying that is their fate. This is an agenda to get all of us out of the woods. I buy you bit to me. GDA for more. Antuma NC na you say yene ya my Ebusia for Kabori Mahmoud Ekasama the Lines Ministry.
with our Pastor Obaye. And of course, I want to thank the production team, Senior Bright, Patrick, and then Minia Bema, Sarfo Kanfanka, Moa Bonting, and Muti Yinano. We want to say a big thank you. God willing, we are back here tomorrow. Wait for God and country. You're from a prof. Yami Aduma. Bakano. Yebi Sheochina.